We live. Man, we late in the minute.
You know, just 21 minutes. We on CP time.
And we usually pretty good at starting right on time, but it's all good though. They gonna fall in a minute once everybody get the alerts. If I started, everybody start getting the alerts and stuff. So, because I just got it.
Yeah, they normally be waiting on us.
Right. They probably came in looking like, man, fuck these.
They're probably like, okay, so we just on that nigga time now. What we waiting on?
Yeah,
Like, where they at?
they probably ain't even going on. Like I'm telling you, we usually get in pretty good.
And that's the thing I noticed about that as well. That people that have channels, it's like you have to literally chime in with your group of people.
Right. They go everybody. What's popping, everybody?
Hey, what up, y'all, man?
What's up?
Hey,
AK Level, what's
one in the
good?
chamber?
Hey, you got your comments
What
on,
up,
Tyler?
Redfish?
Can you see the comments?
No, how can I see the comments?
Oh, you can't see the comments
What up,
tonight.
AK Level?
You must be. Are you on your phone?
Skitty,
Yes.
now what's going on?
You see, it's dope as hell when you can see the comments. I wish you were on your laptop. It's
I have
dope,
an
man.
iPad, but I otherwise I would have done it through that. Oh,
Okay, get somebody to go run and grab it for you, but you can see the comments too. Jack, what's up,
Carbon,
big dog?
what's good, baby girl?
Carbon Q.
Tactical Skitty, now what's up? Yeah, we late, bro.
Man,
Hot
we a
Tub
little
Tony,
bit
what's
late.
good, bro? Courtney, what's good, bro?
We'll CP. Hot Tub, what's good with you?
Guns don't argue. Hey, I love your name, bro. Guns don't argue.
Hey,
they
bro.
got blam.
That's crazy, bro. That is a dope ass name. Baton Rouge, what's up with you? Charles Henry, I see you one in. We see you. Hot Tub, what's up, big dog?
I need y'all to do me a solid, man. Listen, before y'all come in our house, y'all make sure y'all wipe y'all dirty ass feet at the door. Y'all hit that doorbell, and the doorbell leaves the like button, and we need y'all to give it up for Savage Barbie. That's our guest tonight. So y'all make sure y'all show her some love, man.
Man, look,
y'all
go check out Savage Barbie Instagram. Go check out her Instagram before anybody think they gonna talk some shit.
Yeah, people always like to talk shit. What's new? What's new? People like to talk shit. What's new?
He said, "Who's
that's what people do."
Hey, once they find out you a whoop, once they find out y'all a whoop half, you a whoop half their ass, they ain't gonna talk no more. Q Hectic, what's good? He say, "Who's
Q, what's up, big dog? Feeling slow." Hey, y'all, look. So we gonna kick it off right. Look, I'm gonna run Bug song video, man, right fast, y'all. Wild Wednesday. Hey, look, it's gonna be a dope one tonight, man. We appreciate everybody coming in, man. Here we go. Here go BJ, this Tackleberry Beezy son. Man, we gonna run this video. We'll be right back, y'all.
Fox 4 News.
Hey. Money XO, let's get it. Hey, yo, DB, you going up?
It's a thin line between love and hate. I done been through a whole lot. I can't seem to say. Had to cut some peers off. That was too fake. I keep that white light veneers. Fuck what you say. Nigga play with me. He coming off his toothpaste. I fuck that bitch real good. Also do say. But she was also Casamigos. Get that work from the Migos. So I supply the people. When you in the trap, you better look out the peephole. I like my bitches nasty, but I like my cash neat though. C94, finna blow up like a C4. Get it quick, get it fast. I ain't had no patience, got tired of waiting. They used to tell me sit down, moving too fast. Pardon my mistake. Caught up in these streets, had my mama heart aching. P.O. steady tryna lock me up, they had me stressed on motivation. Had me second guessing myself. Sometimes I ain't think I would make it. Then I snap back to reality. Hit the cup a few times, then I power up like a battery. I don't wanna talk, I ain't got time for the chattery. I'm pressure, so I gotta feel my lower pressure. Jet fuel, if my nigga don't trust you, he gon' stretch you. And when they come, they shooting from the neck up. I'm from a real bad hood, what they test you. I'm just tryna pull off in the Tesla. It's been a long time coming, but I'm next up. Make you feel the pain in my literature. Yeah, I paint the picture real vivid. Try to label me a minute, it's been like this at the beginning. I was gone, now I'm back, and now I ain't finished. Now I ain't finished, nigga. Hey, skirt.
Yo, 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 welcome back, everybody, to Wild Wild Wednesday, man. Look, we appreciate y'all mobbing out with us on Wednesday. Man, I'd like to introduce
Hey,
my
let me say this
homegirl.
real quick. Hey, y'all, let me say this real quick. Hey, let me say this real quick, man. Tonight we got a real special guest for y'all. Her name is Savage Barbie. I met her
Yeah.
at the gun range. She was in there popping shit. She is definitely in the 2A community, even though y'all don't see her. But she is also, well, I'm gonna let her tell y'all what she do. Matter of fact, Barbie, tell them what you got going on and where they can find you at.
So I actually am a IFBB pro bodybuilding athlete in the figure division.
Mhm.
You can normally find me either in the gym or on a stage.
Mhm.
That's
All right,
about it
so
for me.
man, look, first of all, what got you interested in bodybuilding professionally? Hey,
One
Barbie's in the
second.
back talking all that shit about IT shit. Look, look,
Look,
light
I'm
went
gonna need
out.
you
Shit,
not.
look, she'll be right back.
I'm mad.
Damn.
Let's come on
Yeah,
back.
she
Look,
Let's
was
come
trying to
on
get
back.
out
pause
on
for
you.
the
That what?
effect. I have
Hey,
two
that's
ring lights.
karma.
Don't
Hey,
play
that's
yourself.
karma.
Look, she said, look, she got three
Hey,
of them
that's karma.
motherfuckers
I
over there.
have two ring lights. Don't you try to do me. Don't try to do me.
Barbie is like,
Hey, that's
No.
real
oh, that
karma.
shit. She told me and Gershon, she said, look, y'all need to hire some IT. Y'all need to get y'all
Yeah,
shit together
y'all
around
get your life.
here.
See,
287, what's good,
they've
big
been
dog?
watching for a little bit now. They've been watching for a little bit now, so they know I'm at work grinding. So they've been sparing me with this fucked up headphone I got. But we gonna get it right though. We gonna get it
It's
right.
okay.
We know,
I
hey,
need
we gonna
point
put out a
five
motherfucking
seconds.
GoFundMe page for some goddamn earpods for bro ass.
Look, go ahead and switch to my other bigger ring light because
Look, she got
they
a
want to
big
crack
one.
jokes. I got a big one. Don't play.
I see
Ow,
RGG in there.
ow,
What's up,
okay.
RGG?
Don't play.
Locked
Hey,
in
look, we said,
defense.
Coy,
What's
what's good,
good?
big
Mid
dog?
kick up dust. What up?
Hey, Dust, what up, my nigga?
What up, Coy?
Hey, you ready, Barbie?
Hey, so
Yes, I'm good.
I thought you had stepped up to show us your guns for a minute, Barbie. I didn't know what you was doing.
Oh, really? You got jokes? No. I definitely. Most of my guns are actually
Bill
put away.
spit.
One stays in my purse though, but
Yeah,
for the
you don't
rest of
walk
the
around
bit,
with
they
Nah,
your
stay
I'm
at
gun,
talking
home.
man.
about the guns on your. I'm talking about the guns on your arm. I thought you was finna flex for.
No, I'm not gonna flex. What am I gonna flex
And look, they gonna have
for?
to go to the Instagram for the flex. I'm telling y'all, bro.
Look, you want to see
That
something else?
shit.
Y'all can check out my Instagram. It's all across there, all for y'all's
And
information.
we definitely unplug it too.
Hey, Square Rodney. Rodney. Her name is Savage Barbie. Man, she don't have her YouTube yet. That's why we brought her on here because we gonna pressure her ass to
Yeah,
start this YouTube after tonight.
they've been messing with me about starting a YouTube, and I'm like, that
Yes, you gotta
requires a lot
start a
of
YouTube.
editing.
I'm telling you, it's a lane for it for real. So this is what I want to ask you. How did you actually get started in professionally bodybuilding?
How I got started was a friend. I'm adjusting, don't mind me. But a friend of mine, she competed in bodybuilding, and I turned around. As you can see, my bike is behind me. But I
Uh,
turned around, and she was like, "Hey, I know you're a natural athlete. I think it would be best for you to try to out of my divorce, honestly. She's like, I think you have lost yourself. And she said, you like to work out in the gym. Why don't you try to get back into the gym and get into bodybuilding? Because, for most African Americans, we're natural athletes. That's just a given.
genetics.
So genetics, it plays a part regardless of how you try to flip it. And she had won a sword, like a long Viking sword. And when I went to her apartment, I was like, I want a fucking sword. I want a sword to put on my wall.
Right.
Like, I want a fucking sword. I want a sword. And that's all I ever went for.
Right.
From that, though, it evolved into being a lot of different aspects that changed. And by my body, because of me, I used to do rowing in Philadelphia in my
Mm.
high school. So I was in track. I'm tall. I hate to run.
Shout out to
If you
Philly.
find Look, if you find me running, you might want to run in the same direction or shoot the motherfucker behind me. Just saying. But um one or
Hey,
two, figure it out. because
Welcome to
otherwise
Wild Wild West today,
I'm
yeah.
probably running to my gun. I'm just saying.
Right,
But no, I used to do rowing, so I naturally am an athlete. Naturally, already have that about myself. Of course, play street ball, being back in Philadelphia.
right.
Um, but for the most part, that's what got me into it, and I found it as a positive outlet with my children to then, which 5-year-old do you know actually likes to eat Brussels sprouts? Mine
That
does.
meant my daughter
So
like my baby like chicken nuggets and French.
yeah,
That's how she be going to
Hey,
they
let
want
me
the
ask you
Tyson
this real quick. Hey, let me ask you
they want
this
the
real
Tyson
quick.
chicken nuggets and
So,
nuts, and I'm
with
like,
you already, let me ask you this. So, with you already having that athletic build, like
mhm,
I know a lot of people, they go off their body type, and some people can lose weight faster than others or shred up
yes.
quicker. Like at the point where you are, like exactly today, right now, how long did it take you to get that type of physique, like muscular
Um,
wise?
Over the years, your body will naturally uh keep a certain amount of muscle, especially if you're training daily and heavily. Like my only day off has always been Sunday. And sometimes when I'm bored, I'm like, screw it, go to the gym anyway.
Mm,
So, go to
right,
church, come back home, eat some food. Ooh, and usually it's around this time when there's no more football games on. So it's like, oh, there's no game, let me just go ahead and go to the gym or,
right,
blow off some steam, whatever. That's usually the time that I take for that. But most times than not, that's what that turns into. But for me, it just turned into over the years, genetics by my body, it fed more and more. Like my father ran track and my mother was a gymnast in high school.
right.
So I got 5'1" and 6'4". I'm the stretched out version. So
Dang.
for me,
So you're
it's
six foot
different.
four?
No, I'm 5'9".
Okay, you 5'9". Okay, okay. Because
Yeah.
somebody in the comments asked one of our good buddy 𝑰𝑭𝑩𝑩, he wanted to know how tall you were. But bro has like 5'2" though. I don't know, maybe like
No, no, I'm not 5'2". Sorry. I was
dang,
5'2" when I was 12.
damn. So
Look, I'm
all right,
now 35, about to be 36. So
okay,
that was a lot of years ago.
yeah, that's dope. That's damn. And bro wear Uggs too though. Do you wear Uggs?
No, hell no. Give me
Yeah,
some
sure.
Tims. Let me cut
He
that
said his
shit
next
real
wife
quick.
got to be 6'5". Look, this shit funny. Well, go ahead, say what you gonna say.
So what you
Shannon.
want, an NBA player that wears heels and then she's 6'8" when she wears heels standing next to you?
He got a clown on
Stop
top
it.
of something. That
Stop
motherfucker
it.
Wild William crazy.
Stop
Hey,
it.
but yeah, so earlier you mentioned to us you were in the Marines, right?
Yes.
So a lot of times we like to ask people who was in the service, like what was your experience in the service? Whether was it positive, negative? Uh
It was interesting.
it was be completely honest. You want to share some light?
I mean, dive deeper. Whatever you want to know, it's not a problem to me. I don't sugarcoat. Just part of my nature.
So
I
so
want to
so what
know,
was
would
your
you go
experience
back?
with it?
Would you go back? Would you
Would
do it over again?
hell no. Because one thing that I am really against right now is I guess as Tatum calls it, the ouchie Fauci. I'm not
Mm,
for that. And the fact that some of my brethren, whether they're in Army, Navy, Coast Guard, Space Force, or Marines, they're being forced to take it.
mm,
And that's
mm,
something I have a deep issue with. I understand, yeah, when you sign your name on a dotted line, you're Uncle Sam's property. I get it.
mm,
But when I talk to people in realistics, scientifically, if our nation right now got bombed with anthrax, the only people that would survive would be military personnel.
that's deep.
Because requirement prior to going to Iraq and Afghanistan was that we had to get the anthrax shot.
That's what I'm saying. So, and that's funny you say that because a lot of people got a lot of problems with taking stuff now. You do you think I don't know, because back in the day, it seemed like motherfuckers were like, well, shit, sign me up for that shit. God damn it, fuck it.
I
Let me get,
mean,
you know what I
at the
mean?
time we saw no, I guess we didn't think about, I can say for a lot of us, we didn't think about the negligent effects that may occur later, only because I'm a part of the generation from the 80s babies of where our parents got us the chicken pox shot. Our parents got us the we already had the chicken pox shot. It's like when I got in the military, they want to give me the smallpox shot. I said, I already got that.
Yeah, I already
Like
had,
I don't
the
need
chicken
you.
pox.
I was like, I've already had chicken pox. I don't need that. And they
Right.
still tapped me in the arm with it. It didn't react because I'm like, it's already in my system. But yet now, as I've progressed years later, one negative effect I had, I was low body fat. So at that time, your body can't fight things as much.
Mm-hmm.
And since that was in my system, I became upon high stress because of my show that I had going on. And I had shingles pop up,
Damn, I heard
which is
Vershawn said he had
Hey,
because
listen, let me tell you something.
which is
Let me tell you
because
something.
of the smallpox.
I had that shit in my back before. Listen,
Yep.
let me tell you something. I had
Mine
that shit in my
reacted.
back. And
I'm telling you.
when I say sis, that was the worst experience of my life. I don't wish that
Yeah.
shit on. I could feel it all in my bones. It was in my nervous system.
Okay.
It was
I'll
the
tell
worst
you.
feeling of my life.
With my experience, what happened was I had started to have these bumps down the side of my neck and went to the military doctor. They're like, oh, yeah, at the VA, of course. Went to the VA, and the lady right here in Plano, she was like, oh, that looks like eczema because of your wig. First of all, I wash my wigs before I put them on. Don't play me. And I know what eczema looks like. I've had it on my calf since I was 7.
right,
But meanwhile, I want to entertain whatever she had to say because she's supposed to be a doctor.
right.
So, mind you, I'm like, so why am I having this pain down my shoulder? Like, it's over my shoulder and I'm getting this sharp nerve pain. 2 days later go past, she's like, oh, I'll send you some Tylenol codeine and I'll send you a nerve medicine. Also, my lymph node in the side of my neck was swollen out to like, it looked like you put one of the cherry bombs underneath my skin, literally.
Mm-hmm.
By Saturday, I had took another pain pill I had for my lower back, which was tramadol, which is the opposite of Toradol shot.
Yeah,
Um, I took that, and then it didn't work, and I knew something was wrong.
right.
So by the end of the day, 4:30 in the afternoon, here I am heading to Baylor with my fiance, and my face starts to go numb like I'm having dental surgery while
Damn.
I'm sitting in the car. I get there to Baylor Centennial. The doctor is prior Army. The nurse is prior Navy. And he's like, sweetie, you have shingles. My daddy had the same thing. And it was because I
Damn.
had nerve pain stemming down my neck, over my shoulder, going through my hand at this point, and then my face started to droop. He's like, what's that? That is called Bell's palsy. And he said
Yeah.
it's because your nerves are shutting down because they're in so much pain. They're
Damn.
overreacting. So from
Hey,
that, of course, I had
when I had mine, not to cut you off, but when I had mine, I had a
Mhm.
pain in my back for like 2 days straight.
Yeah.
And I was telling my
Oh yeah, that's the go
coworkers, I
away.
was like, man, something wrong with me. I was like, something wrong with me. And then they was laughing, like literally laughing at me. I'm sitting at work, I'm tears coming out my eyes because I felt like somebody was
Yep.
stabbing me in my back. And they was
Oh
like,
yeah.
so I raised my shirt up. I said, man, y'all look at my back. Something wrong with my back. They bust out laughing. They were like, man, this dude crazy as hell. I was like, bro, you don't understand. Something is going on with my back.
I had the
It's
little
like 2 days
hives. I
later.
had all of that.
That's what I had when I raised like the second or third day of me telling them something was wrong with my back. I raised my shirt up and it was
Hmm.
blisters everywhere.
Yeah,
Man, that shit
the
hurt
little
so
clear
bad,
blisters.
sis.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Bro,
that's what
how
he
the hell
told
That
me.
did
shit
you
He
get
hurt
that?
bad, man. I wouldn't wish that.
I understand her getting it, but how the fuck did you get that shit, G? You
because okay, no, because if you
Cause
have the
bro, I
chicken
was working.
pox
I
or
was in
the
a high.
smallpox in your system, it's in your system. All you have to
oh, okay,
do
so
is
it can pop
come
up at any time?
if you come up upon
Well,
it's
the
usually
doctor
when
told
your
me.
immune system is low or you're upon high stress, which then causes your immune system to be low. So usually it doesn't affect you till you're like 50.
Yeah, the doctor told me I was. The doctor told me I was under high stress, but see, at the time, I had a lot of stress on me, bro. I was in a stressful environment and shit, and the doctor was like, I was too young to have it. But
Yeah,
being man, like my stress level was through the roof. Like you don't understand. Like my
that's
stress
what
level
mine
was through
told
the
me.
roof, bro. And it's
I
crazy.
got you.
It's crazy,
I
bro.
got you,
That
For
bro.
the
shit, I'm telling you, it's
for the
painful.
lady at my VA, she literally that day when she said, "Oh, I want you to get a stat CT on your lymph node," she gave me an advance directive because she was like, "Oh, I think it may be precancerous."
Damn.
Mind you, I'm now freaking out because they give me an advance directive to write my will all over again, and I'm like,
Damn.
"What?"
Yeah, that
I thought
shit
I
kind of
just wanted to come for some bumps and some pain. Like, give me something to make just all of it stop. I didn't
right.
ask for all that. And then, she kind of dismissed it, and she said the same thing of, oh, you're too young to have shingles. And I'm like, lady, I went to Baylor.
Shout out to $2. He said this nigga had the cooties.
The cooties, I saw that.
That shit fucked me up. That's why I started laughing. I'm sorry. Hey,
It is
$2
not
that
the
goddamn
cooties.
fool. Hey, but hey, so in the chat
Bro,
they
y'all,
talking
bro,
about the jab.
y'all saying that. Yeah, listen, bro, y'all saying that shit because
Look,
you
they
never
saying it to
had
their ass, get
shingles,
it?
bro. If you had
They saying it to
shingles,
their ass, get it?
if you got shingles, you gonna be damn near about to die, bro. Y'all, listen, I gotta laugh with you because the shit funny now.
But listen,
But hey,
listen, because the
if
thing
you
is,
had that
I'm over
shit,
here
you gonna
laughing
be
like a
laughing.
motherfucker. Hey,
because the thing is,
Gershon, like,
if you've had the chicken pox shot, it's in your system. It's in
fuck
your
it.
system if
Yeah,
you had the
it's
chickenpox
already in
shot,
your
which for
system.
most of us, we've
It's a
had it.
part of the, it's a, it's a part of the herpes family. It's called herpes zoster.
Yep.
Damn,
That shit,
I ain't trying to fuck with
that shit
nothing.
painful,
You
bro.
can
Some
pass it to
people, oh,
somebody
I know old
else,
people that done got it in
all
their
that.
face. Yeah, you could pass it to somebody.
Cortisol, cortisol
Hey,
controls
so let
stress.
me
The
ask you this.
jab, the
So let me ask
inflammation
you this,
affects your
shit.
cortisol levels. Cortisol is a potent anti-inflammatory hormone dysfunction result of widespread inflammation. Yes, thank you for the scientific version. I'm well aware. But yes, your
Hey,
cortisol
so
levels
let me ask you
with your
this.
stress.
In the military, you were a gunner, right?
Yes, when Iraq.
Damn, shout out
My
to
job
Okay,
was
so
my
being in
job was an
Iraq,
ammo tech. My job was an ammo tech initially, which were qualified to be in the armory, cleaning weapons, a gunner, or ammo tech.
Hmm.
But within 2 weeks of being
I think
there, we're standing. Go ahead.
I think MHP was doing that too, so y'all might can relate to each other on that. I think
I mean,
he was somewhere
honestly,
in
you were
that. How
selected
was
for
that?
it.
Talk about that.
Well, honestly, you were selected for it. You're standing in front of your formation, usually right after breakfast, and gunners they're taking accountability of everybody. All right, everybody got a head count. Cool, we're all here. We're all accounted for and present. Straight. And he said, "You two, come here." Now you
Damn.
had about two options. It was either you were going attached to the MPs, which just meant you were just going out there on your own in BSP, or you were sent to the gunner platoon where you were attached to them. And yeah, it was, you knew what you were doing. Like, I got taught how to change a 7-ton tire and how to jack it up and all that in the motor pool only because I had to cross train. They were like, you're not only going to sit up on this truck and think you a princess, like you're going to get down here and change the tire too.
Mm.
So, I had to learn other things that weren't even a part of my job,
Right.
but it was for the good of everything. They're like, we have 7 tons to each platoon, and you're gonna learn. You're not just gonna sit up there and clean your gun and that be it. Like, I love you, but no.
Mm. Fuck that. Man, y'all, man, look. First of all, thank you for your service.
Oh, it's not a
Uh,
problem.
Hey,
man,
so I
that
want to
shit's
ask you
so
this.
foreign to
I
me.
want to ask you
Like,
this.
Hmm.
yeah,
I want to
what's
ask you
good?
this. So I know about you. I know from talking to you, it's not a bad thing, but you got an aggressive side. You get like you blunt. You straight to the point with shit.
Yeah,
Does that come from being in the military, or does that come from being from Philly? Because Philly people be aggressive as hell too.
it comes
Shout out to
from both.
Philadelphia.
Honestly, I'm just saying. Honestly, it comes from both. It's not just from being from Philadelphia. It's not because I'm from West Philly, and my family is very highly conservative, like Southern Baptist. My uncle's a reverend. My grandfather been a deacon for over 70 years. And yeah, no. Like I was in church when I was an infant in his arms. Like, so for me, it's a very direct to the point approach because for most Philly people, we don't sugarcoat. And I mean, that was a thing that kind of, I guess, helped me when I was in the Marine Corps because it's the same way. They don't sugarcoat. It's very direct. Like you want to do A or you want to do B. Otherwise, you can get the fuck out.
Damn.
Like I mean, I'm serious because I listen. I'll tell you this. There is a platoon in boot camp called the. They also have a male readiness platoon. They have a female readiness platoon. And what happens is when people injure themselves during boot camp, during their series of 3 months, if they injure themselves, you have the option to either get medically separated, or if you can stay in, if you're able to stay in because of your condition, you can heal up and stay in this readiness platoon. And then once you're healed, they'll send you back to your regular platoon. I actually spent 5 months in boot camp. 2 additional months was because I had a stress fracture in my tibia. And I told them I did not want to go back home because I came here for a purpose. And that was my sentence to them, you know, because my original job, I was actually supposed to be a red patcher, which is, they usually wear the red patches. And it's mainly because they were worked on the flight line. I was initially supposed to do that job because my recruiter told me, oh yeah, it's a job that gets quickly promoted. So I was like, send me to that. I'm smart enough for it.
Right.
But next thing I know, you know, I want promotion and checks. Like, give me something else. But no, when I ended up breaking my leg, they said, hey, you have to choose another job because you're gonna miss your school seat. So I had to make the choice of, do I want to stay 2 more months with drill instructors around me, or for however long my leg want to heal? But she looks mean. I'm not mean. I'm just direct.
Hey, shout out to my man Diego. He over in London right now, looking at us right now. So, man, much love to my guy. I don't know what time it is over there, goddammit, but man, thank you, Diego, for coming.
London is on the same time zone as Italy, so they're about 13 ahead, I think, as I remember, or 11.
Shit, yeah. Well, shit, there it is. Shit, it's 8:00 in the morning.
Yeah, like if I can remember, they're either about 13 or 11, so it's like 7 or 8.
I wonder, hey, you fuck with that tea and shit, Diego? Do you you smoke blunts with tea? That shit'd be awkward in a motherfucker smoking the blunt and drinking tea at the same time. What is that? That shit. Shout out to London, man. But yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I'm silly to the motherfucker, but man, that shit, that service shit, like, you gotta have some a certain type of structure for it. And that's what we were talking about.
You have to have the mental fortitude. Like, you honestly have to have the mental fortitude. I mean, it's the same with being like a police officer or even a firefighter. Like, some of my friends that go to my gym, they're firefighters, they're police officers, they're paramedics. I'm like, how do you care to go run into a burning on fire building? I don't. Or like one of my friends, she's on my team and she's trying to transfer. I haven't seen it. So
that's shout out to my girl Melody.
She's trying to transfer from being a surgery nurse to being a paramedic. And I'm like, you care to have screaming people that try to fight you while you're trying to give them some Novocaine? I'm gonna knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out.
I ain't trying to see no blood. None of that shit.
I'm trying to strap you down and all that.
First motherfucker that coughed at me, I'm elbowing the shit out of there.
like, what did you coughing on me for? And then especially the whole thing with COVID, and I'm like, people have asked me, they're like, have you had COVID? I've had it twice.
Yeah, I had it. That shit wasn't no joke either. Man.
Listen, my mother gave me what's called a hot toddy when I was younger, when I caught the flu, because every time I got the flu shot, I caught the flu. Okay, so look, it Jack Daniels, green tea, a Theraflu, some honey,
a whole lot of ghetto shit mixed in the goddamn pot.
Mix in 1 cup, and you turn around and take that cup. And my mom used to send me to school, so that's why I'm all like, everybody's like, oh, it's COVID. It's the flu.
Man, I don't know.
It's a
Don't. Hey, look.
version.
Listen. Hold on. Let me time out. Time out. Those are not. Hey, YouTube, you hear me? Goddamn it! Those are not.
I
That's
love y'all.
her. It's something. Goddamn it! That's all I'm gonna say. I had it,
It's
and that shit
something.
knocked me off my feet. Like, what's up, boy? To sing
It's
that song?
something that was made in a petri dish. Like,
I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, these
but I'm gonna
people.
drink my little. Look, I'm gonna be like your friend from London. I'm gonna drink my little green tea
Right?
and
You
call it
drink.
a day.
Hey, in London, they don't fuck with green tea over that shit. They only fuck with that black shit.
Hey, so this the thing. So speaking of being, able to bounce back from shit, the bug or whatever you call it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Um, as you know, we did talk about you being physically fit.
Yeah.
By you being physically fit, how has that helped you from not being sick a lot, like catching the common cold that most people
Oh,
catch,
it hasn't
shit
at
like that?
all.
Has that helped you at all?
No. I mean, it helps in a way because I'm eating healthy. I take my multivitamins daily, so it helps my body still have kind of a higher immune system. But anytime in leading into a show, it's kind of touch and go because for shows, we have to diminish our body fat by doing a lot of cardio. And when you have lower body fat, you're going to have an issue trying to maintain your higher immune system. So it's how you play it. You have to make sure you stay on top of your blood work with your doctor, as well as making sure that, other things are taken care of.
Right.
Which half the problem with most people is they
Okay.
don't go see the doctor.
Yeah, a lot of folks don't. I don't trust doctors personally. Goddamn it, I'd be like,
I get it
Hey,
not
but
to
you know
trust
what's
doctors,
crazy though,
but get
Nate?
them
You
to do a
said,
test.
oh,
Yes,
if
hey,
a
this the
mother, hey,
thing.
look,
You
I'm
said
just let me
something
say this,
interesting
Gershon.
because
Let me say this. Let me say this. It'd be hard to
cranberry.
it'd be hard to believe what people be saying if they don't speak your language. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like half the time I don't even be understanding what the fuck they be saying. They be like you know what? I ain't even on no bullshit either. But I be like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that, man.
No.
I don't be fuck. Goddamn it. If they die, they die.
hey, look, let me say this before I forget
Look,
my
a
thought.
lot of
So
issues are
last
because
week,
of
last week,
pre-existing conditions.
hey, so this
Like,
the thing. So last week we was talking about like this dude Crip Mac that got DP'd and
okay,
disciplined or whatever. So he a
You
little
know who Crip
yes.
Mac
overweight.
is?
And it's crazy.
No, not exactly.
But see, it's crazy you said that because he a little overweight, right? So he got to fighting with
Okay.
like 10 dudes. I don't know. I'm
Okay,
just going by
okay,
what he
okay,
said.
okay,
He got to
okay.
fight with
Stop,
10
stop,
dudes.
stop, 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 stop. I'm gonna tag back on what he said. How many niggas really go to the doctor? Let's start there.
Yeah, I mean,
How
shit.
many?
You know, be
How many niggas really go to the doctor
because
and say,
historically we
hey,
can't.
can you draw my blood and tell me what my genealogy tells you about if I have high blood pressure, hypertension, predisposed diabetes, or precancerous?
Right,
Does
right,
anybody pay
right.
attention to that?
Who
I get
said
a
that?
DLT physical every 2 years, so they be like, shit. I go, they be like,
I'm,
your sugar
but
good,
and
all
that's
that shit.
that's the thing. For most of the military people, the guys got to do the cough and bend over cough once a year. So y'all ain't got an option over there. And I mean, for women, it's the same thing. We have to keep on top of our hepatitis. We have to keep on top of our tuberculosis shot, like all that stuff. We have to keep on top of. And it's a thing of that, if you're not keeping on top of your health, how can you know what's going on with your body?
Yeah.
Like just eating some fried chicken
I
wings
mean,
and
but most people don't though. If you think about it,
I
most
haven't
people
been to a
don't keep up
doctor
with their
since
health.
I
Like
graduated high school.
Hey, Jack crazy as fuck.
exactly, right there.
Hey,
Exactly. That's
Bruh,
a prime
Jack like
example.
you
he like
need to
our
Most
age. He
people
have
like
don't go to the
37.
doctor.
I'm just
Hey, hey,
saying, like you those are
oh,
that's the issue in the first place. You can't talk about, you know, you have certain issues or say, hey, you have to realize these certain things like cancer, diabetes, your immune system is fighting this other stuff at the same time. Like it can't fight everything. It's not. It's
Right.
not super. Your immune system is not Superman in there. Like it's really not. Like you got to help it out some way. And if you're not taking vitamins and only smoking a blunt, it really ain't gonna do shit.
Hey,
Hey,
but
yo,
let's
this shit
be
funny.
real. Let's be real though.
He said
Let's be real
Skilly.
though. Most people is living most people is living on a hope and a prayer. If a motherfucker ain't going to the doctor, you don't know what condition you in. That's why
I
a lot of
got
people drop
two
dead
words
while
for
they just
you
walking
and your
around.
whole fucking excuse. Obamacare.
Man, shit.
What excuse,
Hey, but
bro?
tell hey, if
I've lived in West
Obamacare ain't
Philly.
gonna get your ass nothing.
hell no, they don't get you shit, but some goddamn
They'll get you
alcohol,
Obamacare,
pads, and
No.
a
Obamacare will
bottle of
get you a shot.
peroxide.
It'll get you a shot in your arm.
hey, shit.
You get the shit. You get that shit.
Obamacare ain't gonna get you nothing but a long ass wait in the emergency room.
Oh, the
True.
G, ain't like Obamacare. Ha! They was like, get the fuck out of here with that Obamacare.
Still you like 54.
Hey, you motherfuckers. Hey, everybody in the chat. What do they get people with Obamacare? Put it in the chat right now.
Shots. They use them as test dummies, just like the military.
Ice packs and chocolate Tootsie Rolls.
Probably ice packs, probably an ice pack or a frozen pop and and some Tylenol if they go home.
He said, 𝑰𝑭𝑩𝑩 said, bury me in my Uggs. God damn.
Oh my God, the Uggs.
Yeah, he got a fly.
But no, I mean, that's the same treatment. Honestly, it's the same treatment as what we get in the military. We get told, which is rice, rest, ice, something, and elevate, compress and elevate, something like that. But you're supposed to rest and ice, and they say pop 2 800 milligram Motrin to everything.
A seat on the floor. Hey, he said Obamacare get you a seat on the floor.
The seat outside the door with Obamacare. Yeah.
Hey, Diego, they got free healthcare in the UK, huh? I bet you.
Yeah, Canada and them got all the. Yep. Shout out to the free healthcare in the UK. Yep. Yeah.
I bet you that shit ain't no good.
But is that why? But let me be wrong right now. Is that
It's
why
like
Canada's
Canada.
fighting right now?
Yeah.
Is that why Canada's fighting right now?
That shit ain't no good. Like you,
Because they ain't gonna have no more free healthcare.
They over there super getting patched up. They spitting on niggas' wounds and wiping it off with a goddamn paper towel. Like you say you good now. But yeah, I
They
don't
in the street protesting.
Anything that's free that you don't pay for, man, trust me, you're gonna have to play.
But no, and that's what I tell people. Like I've gotten asked 100 times about, it's the easiest question for most military personnel of if you would go back in. If it meant the security of my family in a time of war where like they did some dumb stuff like 9/11 again, and they said, hey, we ain't got enough. We need some of y'all veterans to come back. I do it. That means the security of my family. That means security of my children and others that I care about of their livelihood. There's a difference. There's a borderline.
You better
with that.
than
But
me
if we
because
just
I
talk
ain't
about
doing shit for all these. I ain't
no,
doing nothing for all these
because what I
ungrateful
don't want them
people.
to
I ain't
do,
doing nothing.
no, because what I don't want them to do,
Crazy,
I'm telling you, what I don't want them to do is come on our soil. That's my thing. Stay your happy yellow, brown, green ass over there.
Hey, but no,
I don't care what color of the rainbow you want to be.
Hold on, let me say this. Let me say this now. In fairness, as long as they don't drop no bomb, now we do stand a
Fuck
chance
you
because
mean
it's
a
a lot of
bomb? They
fucking
used a
American
freaking
citizens that chose guns.
airplane.
So you think that was
They
real?
used an airplane.
So, hey,
I'm
Barbie,
saying, like the movie
you think
Red
that was
Dawn.
real?
Hold on, let me say this, bro. If like the movie Red Dawn, if they try to invade America without dropping a bomb and they just tried to come on our soil, you don't think with all the Americans that got guns, we'll stand a real chance?
Do we have enough ammo? I'll wait.
I don't know. Do we shit? I'm like, I'm trying to figure
Look,
out shit.
I know.
Hey,
Look,
that's
I know. I
another
got enough
topic.
ammo.
That's another topic, man. But
I
see,
know I got enough
this
ammo,
is
but I
the
know some
question.
people don't.
No, this is the better question. does America have enough materials to produce the ammo that we need?
Oh, it's sitting up in the ASP. It's sitting up in the ASP. I
You
know
know
from
they
being an
got
ammo
it.
tech. It's sitting up in the sand dune that you think is really a sand dune, and it's really not. It's an ASP. It's an ammunition supply point. It's sitting
And
up
shout
there.
out to my
They
nigga
ain't
Billy.
gonna
You
give
see
it
what he
to us
said, right? He said, "Shit, I've been waiting to use all these guns." I'm like, "Shit, hey, bro, they gonna have problems with Americans, man. God damn it,
Look, and
they gonna
I
have serious."
understand that, and that's great for the zombie apocalypse. But with the current state of how many we have here because of how many we put on birds, what happened a few 6 months ago? We put a bunch of them on birds and brought them here as sovereign citizens and crap.
So you down with the 2A community? I see you is
I'm
you.
down with take they ass back the hell home.
Damn, that's some nigga. Hey
Take
yo,
they ass the fuck
she,
back home. We
she
got our own problems. You
hey,
want to
for
know
real.
why I speak on that? You know want to know why I speak on that so really about it? Because I was out in Hawaii. I was stationed out there, right?
Uh-huh.
There are hundreds of thousands of veterans that served our community in Pearl Harbor as well as Vietnam that are stuck there
Mm,
and homeless. We got people we already got to take care of right here.
yeah.
The fuck you mean, bruh?
I don't understand
Take
how
care
a
of at
veteran can
home.
ever be homeless. Like somebody who served in one of these wars, one of these foreign wars. How the
Because they
hell
will
can they be?
not, because they will, the VA will not acknowledge their medical disabilities.
Mm.
And it's taking reclaims for people to do. I had to do a reclaim. They want to claim, oh yeah,
Hey, let
there's
me
a
ask you
whole
this real
3M.
quick.
Good.
Let me ask you this real quick. Okay, so because it made me think about segueing into this next question. You was talking about how if they invade us, right? Now going back to being in shape, not only having enough guns and ammo, do you think a lot of Americans, because they say we the most obese people in the world, do you think we are
Man,
physically fit enough to go to war with
no,
people, or a lot of us
no,
would get our ass kicked
no,
just off of physical
no,
fitness alone?
no,
Hell no.
no, no. And no offense to anybody, but how many people
Don't be
die
in
of
fat
obesity
shaming.
compared to COVID? Google it.
Hey, listen. I'm fat, but I got a lot of heart. Goddamn
You got heart, but the bullet's faster. I mean,
Shit,
like,
goddamn.
let's be real. I had shit happen with my ex-husband where I found him doing dumb shit and he got on the phone with a mutual friend talking about I'm a shooter. Bitch. And then the cop said when the judge said when I turned around and got the protective order, why didn't you run? Nigga, what? I'm not faster than a bullet.
This nigga $2 said he thick slim. What the
Hey,
fuck?
folks say Gershon, I identify as stick slim.
I identify, first of all.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
identify
no.
as thick slim. You know what? The thick part gonna hold you the fuck back too.
Yeah. Man, look. So are you doing any training as far as with the firearms? Have you ever done any training?
I
Oh, but outside
yes,
the military,
I
like recently.
no, I do. My friend he has
Yeah,
a
she be in there
gun
shooting. I
shop.
told you that's where I met her at. Her ass be
You
in there.
still be
Listen, I
running
seen
around
her
the
shoot.
goddamn gun
Her
range
ass
and
be,
shit.
bro. No, bro.
I
Her
do
ass
go
be in there
shooting.
shooting, bro. I'm telling you now.
Like I do color targets because I'm kind
Even
of worried
though,
about my
even
color
though, I'm gonna
blindness.
put
But
your ass on blast. I'm gonna put your motherfucking ass on blast. Even though you and your fucking friend wouldn't let me do my goddamn YouTube video, and y'all kept fucking talking over
wait,
me
why
while I
it had
was
to be
trying to
my
do my
friend?
shit.
Why it gotta be my friend though? That was my damn friend.
Nah, it wasn't your
Don't
fault.
you do
It
that?
wasn't your fault, Juice. Look, it wasn't necessarily her fault, but
You
that
know what? You
motherfucker
know what?
came over
You
there
know what?
talking to
G,
her,
G,
knowing I was trying to
G,
fix.
G, G. You really want to go here?
Go ahead.
If you don't get some real thing besides your cell phone, get a stick and put it on a tripod and bring it with you.
Oh yeah, I got one of them selfie stick things. You talking about like one of them
Like,
selfie sticks?
yeah, like you have the selfie stick that does the thing. Like I mean, I have two ring lights because I have to have one to try take with me on trips because of checking in with my coach. Like when I'm going for a show and he's not there, I gotta have something to hold my phone. But I mean, I'm just gonna say one word: Amazon.
Mm-hmm. Now Gershon, no Gershon from the hood. He like doing shit the hard way.
No, the dude came in
What?
there and he
Doing
said
what the
I had to
hard way for
target.
what? I got my for what? My daughter is my camera person. I don't need no
Yeah,
tripod.
True.
yeah.
Your daughter doesn't know a lot about technology because I know my son does.
That's how her ass earn her quote unquote allowance.
Oh, she earns her allowance by videotaping.
Hey yo, hey Jimmy, I told him to get a
Fucking
GoPro. Them
right.
GoPros be clutch.
Bro, I don't need no goddamn GoPro when I got a Go daughter.
Okay, no. I will send you a video. A GoPro is clutch, especially when you're on an outdoor range and you're doing training. I originally did training with one of my friends. He has a gun range and they have a
Oh, I got
separate
camo.
one in
Oh, we
Venus.
got camo black for that. You ain't met camo black yet. We got
Yeah,
camo black
camo.
for him. He the best outdoor
Well,
cameraman it is.
he
Goddamn.
no, he took the GoPro and they clipped it to my ears. So you literally had a right sight of what I was seeing at the front end of the gun.
Oh, what you mean
There was
clip it
nothing
to
else.
your ears like a fucking earring?
No. Okay, so my
Oh,
ears, I'm military term. My ears meaning my
oh,
earmuffs. He
yo.
clipped
Okay,
it
I'm
to the
about to say what
top
the
of it. No, he clipped it to the top of it. The GoPro was clipped up here, and he just angled it because it had the one with the screen on the back. He angled it so it literally was you could see right off the end of my gun. So whatever you seen, I seen.
That's dope. That's dope.
You could
I
see
got
every
all them
movement when I
accessories
turn my
up
head
in here.
down, everything.
I'm a impulse buyer. My girl be laughing at me. I get some shit by everything and don't use the motherfucking shit.
This one
I
over
got
here is the same way.
I got a room
We
full
turned
of
around.
shit.
We turned around. No, we turned around. We went to. I'll tell you a story. We turned around. We went to Cabela's. They had the Benelli M4 shotgun on the rack. We looked
Damn.
at it. It's like, oh no, won't get it. Waited a week. Came back. That shit was gone because it was COVID and everybody's preparing for a zombie apocalypse. So turn around and then we went to GT. He put his name on the list there. We also put our name on the list on the Cabela's. Well, we go back in Cabela's 3-4 months later, 3-4 months later, and then they had a Benelli up on the shelf. Now the one we looked at was all black. Of course, that's the one everybody wants. The one they got up on the shelf, we're like, silver. But I'm like, look, last time we came here, it disappeared within days. So he got it. Then 2 days later, GT Distributors called him. So mind you, then he had two M4 Benelli shotguns, and I'm like, what are we gonna do with two?
Yeah,
And
fuck
then
it.
we've
Yeah,
been to Cabela's. He walked in there and impulse buy. He was like, I want a 1911. Do you really want a 1911? I
Hey,
want a
you know what? Not to
1911.
cut you off,
And then
but
we walked out with a 1911.
shout out to GT. Not to cut you off, but shout out to GT Distributors. They found my M18 SOCOM for me. GT Distributors
Mm,
be having that shit, man.
yeah, they do. GT is good about this stuff. They got me the 19X I have. So
Mm. Yeah, I ain't familiar with none of that shit y'all talking about because I'm not in
my
Dallas.
look,
I'm in Chicago. So
you in Chi-Town.
yeah, I'm outside of the shot. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's
But
up,
yeah,
nephew?
actually,
Nah, my
actually
nephew up in
get
here, little
you a
QB. He said,
GoPro.
"What up?"
Yes, get a GoPro. Tell him that again. Get a GoPro.
Yeah, that
It's
GoPro,
worth the
dope, yo.
investment. I mean, they have knockoffs on Amazon that are honestly just as good. It's no fault to anything, but
Don't do it.
a GoPro is worth it. He said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, I think. Let me see which one. The fuck that knockoff shit. I got this one right here. This the I can't even tell
Look,
you.
I be balling on a budget. I don't know what y'all be doing over there, rolling, shaking the money tree in the backyard, like my mom used to say, but I'm balling on a budget. Look,
Nah, don't buy that bootleg shit. You always pay for it. You always pay for it, and you know that when that shit break down in 3-4 months, you be like, damn, I should have just spent that extra little $100 on that shit.
because actually, for my fiance, his department, they gave him. He bought back the gun from the department because it was his one incident he had.
Mm.
Yeah, nice little incident at domestic.
Bow once,
So now
crowd once. Yep.
well, see, no, well, what happened was when he left the department, they gave him this box that had his, like, it's a glass box. It's got his badge stitched on it. It's at the police department. I'm like, so your gun just supposed to sit in that case and look cute when it's a perfectly
Right.
fine gun?
Right. But,
That case is like in the back of the closet. The gun is like we had shot it 2 or 3 times.
right. Had it took it out the motherfucker.
He let it sit in there for maybe 2 or 3 months, and then he was like,
You're like, I'm about to shoot this motherfucker.
shit.
What kind of gun
open the
is
case.
it? What kind of gun is it?
It's a 40 or 9 Glock.
40 probably.
It's a model 17. The one he had with his incident is a model 22 though.
Damn.
So and that was the thing. When we got my gun, we were down at DT Distributors, and he was buying that one back, and I was like, I think I want a birthday present, but I don't want what you want to give me. I want that.
Man, I ain't fucking with nothing unless it's 6 for now on, man.
Well, no, okay. So I used to carry my EDC used to be a XDS.
Okay,
and I liked
what I'm
it.
carrying right now. Mine too.
But I liked it. Yep, I liked it because it was the 45. It was enough kickback, but not too much.
Right.
But through the divorce and bullshit.
Speaking of SIG,
What's
she
that?
like that. Speaking of SIG, she like that badass SIG I got. She saw it at the gun range. She like that badass SIG I put
Hey, which one? Which one, Gershon? Which one?
Look, you talking all this shit.
Come on, man. You know what one I'm talking about.
Look,
Hey,
the dude you had the guy you were mad at, he gave me all the alterations for it too. The guy you were mad at, he gave me all the alterations for mine too.
His hating ass come
He
over
came out there.
He knew I was filming, bro.
He came out there, and it was because I had, at the certain range we were at, the targets, they require you to put them lower because so many people hit them so much. So they make you put them like almost 4 inches lower than usual. And I was like, he was like, hey, you got to lower your targets. Now, I thought he was talking to him in the next call over. He was like, yeah, no, he's not talking to him. I was like, all right. And I kept shooting, and they came back out, and they were like, hey, we're talking to you. We thought y'all were together. We were like, so you just think 2 black people was together just to be on the range at the same time, but all right.
Yeah, because he told me to tell her. I said, I can't tell her. I ain't with her. We not together.
He's like, I don't know her. Meanwhile, he was filming. His daughter was filming. And I'm sitting here moving my target down. And then he was telling me he's like, that doesn't look like a case for your 19. I said, no, it is not a holster for a 19. It's a holster for my XDS because I've just been lazy as fuck to get a new case. Right. I don't care. It fits in it. It fits on my appendix. It fits in it. It's not scratching it. It's a desert colored. Who cares?
Right.
I'm like, it still fits. It does what it needs to do. That's all I need to do. Just do what it needs to do.
Y'all be having some problems with those range masters down there in Texas, I see, man. Like, we don't have them problems.
Yes.
But
it should say Bobby Farley underneath.
So, hey, look.
Yes.
I'm going to drop the link. If anybody want to come in and talk to Savage Barbie, man, y'all come on in and talk to her. Is that cool? You want to, usually, everybody in the chat, people jump in.
Hey, hold on before you do that. Hold on before you do that. There's 2 things we got to do before you come in.
What's up?
First thing we going to do is, I'm going to ask you, because you said your fiance, how long you and your fiance been together?
For 3 years.
Wow, she asked.
So who hollers at who? Because like I say, you into the bodybuilding.
Okay. So what had happened? No. I'm gonna break down this whole story in my Philly voice. So what had happened was this dude over here want to be walking through the gym, acting like he tightening his wrist straps, staring at me through apparatuses. Meanwhile, I go to exit the gym, and the lady at the front, she thought I was a police officer. but she didn't know I was military. She's like, I thought it was one of the two. She was talking to him about something. And then we get on the subject of, I was like, no, I'm not a police officer. I said, my dad was a police officer. I said, but it'll kill my mother if I do it, probably because I was already in the Marine Corps. And he said, well, why don't you come on a ride along? Ride along paperwork got signed at Cheesecake Factory, and that's the end of the story. That's how that happened.
Damn.
Cheesecake Factory ended up with ride along paperwork that, I wrote along 3 times with him. What?
Oh, so really, they gamed your ass together, him and her.
Oh yeah. That was a definite. It was ride along paperwork. And Cheesecake Factory was like one of my favorite places.
Shout out to women who work in the gym that hook niggas up with females.
Right. That shit dope, right?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get mixed up with it. I mostly have guy friends, and for the girlfriends of any of them, for the most part, I'm like, hey, what's up? And most of the girlfriends that I do have that are in the gym, they're tomboys. Like, we're all tomboys.
Right.
Like, we try to
Hey, look, before we almost at the top of the hour, y'all, not because y'all, but before we let people come in, man, we gotta take us another quick break, real quick. Yeah. So Juice, I need you to play that Star Ringo, man.
I got you. I got it right here, bro.
And we'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. Wild Wednesday, everybody.
Big line on the train.
Let's go. Hey, I just turned the heater up. It's too cold outside, you know I got the heater top. Made it out them trenches, no, we don't believe in luck. Yeah, one up in a chamber and we don't believe in duck. Yeah, when you win the struggle, only curious get them bands. Switching lanes, they see me did it, bopping, I don't dance. Where I'm from, it's hard to tell your enemies from friends. Fool me once, that's cool, but I can't take another chance. Can't let you burn me again. Hold up, this that organized pressure right here, you know what I'm saying? We tap back in with it. Hey, Ringo, let these folks know who you is, man. Realest in the building, my house pray that we don't meet again. They can see the difference like the coach just put the leader in. What's up in this cup look like he pulled another leader in. Sickest with this rapping, I can't let them sleep on me again. If they in the way, they getting did it in. We organize the pressure, that's just how we get it in. He gon' bless that boy for free, he from that 3, but I still send a 10. To a fish, I just rock with me. No, I don't need a friend. Rapping profit, can't see what I see. I'm not like many man. Rock the SRT, hop in the SUV. A great at mobbing sweet. My little partner say he don't want sin again. High percentage, if he spin once, he don't have to spin again. I can't come into your show if they don't let my blick get in. Tried to break me many times, but God won't even let me be in. I just turned the heater up. It's too cold outside, you know I got the heater top. Made it out them trenches, no, we don't believe in luck. Yeah, one up in a chamber and we don't believe in duck. Yeah, when you win the struggle, only curious get them bands. Switching lanes, they see me did it, bopping, I don't dance. Where I'm from, it's hard to tell your enemies from friends. Fool me once, that's cool, but I can't take another chance. Can't let you burn me again. Out like the wonder, I go in, spinning like I'm in the blend. I sit back and count my ends. I'm big four, they let me in. I'm too real, I can't pretend. Can't be faking for no fans. You know Chino, that's my kin. You know Candace, that's my twin. I'm on my top, jigging up my socks, turn me up a notch. No, he can't stop the way I'm rolling in that 5.0. They think that I'm a cop. In the hood, I hit my knees and pray that God protect my ops. Without no effort, I got pressure and I'm fresh up out the pot. Turn the heater up. It's too cold outside, you know I got the heater top. Made it out them trenches, no, we don't believe in luck. Yeah, one up in a chamber and we don't believe in duck. Yeah, when you win the struggle, only curious get them bands. Switching lanes, they see me did it, bopping, I don't dance. Where I'm from, it's hard to tell your enemies from friends. Fool me once, that's cool, but I can't take another chance. Can't let you burn me again.
I'm a brainer.
I think I really like this poofy hair.
Hey, we back. Wild Wednesday, everybody. Look. So, man, look, should we? Yeah, that's what we gonna do. I'm gonna drop this link, man. If anybody want to come in and holler at Savage Barbie, come on, bring your funky ass on in here.
Why you gotta be a funky ass though? Why you gotta be all ass?
You ever seen Harlem Nights? Look,
yes,
shout out to my man RGG. Shout out to my man RGG, right? He got a he a tuber, a regular gun guy. He got a dope ass channel, right? That's how me and Gershon got to get started. But anyway, he do like donation Fridays, man. I hit they ass twice on the donations. And I was like, come on, 13 with your funky ass. I end up, man, boy, that's what I'm saying. I do that shit out, boy. That shit always be saying.
The only time I've used that phrase is when I've been on the poker table. I've been on the poker table and I've said that shit in my head, like, come on with your funky ass.
Come on, 13 with your funky ass. I've been waiting all night.
All I needed was a queen. And I'm like, I just will have a full house and go home.
Man, that motherfucker crazy. Shout out to Harlem Night. Why the fuck this shit ain't letting the nigga post? Okay, it did post. Okay. I don't know what the fuck going on. But so earlier we asked you, would you be in the shape? Like when you were single, I understand that you got a fiance now, but like back in the gap, was it hard? Like with dudes coming to approach you, or they were intimidated?
No, because remember because just like the original first person that said like, oh, she looks mean. For me, I have RBF. It's always been my thing. I don't really smile unless I'm around my friends, and that's about it. Like, you don't deserve my smile. Like, what is it? The one meme that says you try to holler at a girl from Philly and you be like, hey, yo, shawty, what's up? Or hey, yo, hey, young John, what's popping? And you be like, shut the hell up.
But
that's what Philly Jones respond.
Young Dow.
Like, so for me,
what they say in Philly?
They call it boy is called a young bull, and a girl is called a John. JAWN. Young John.
Okay. Yeah, I never.
And New York says "Ayo ma," so they do a whole different. They say "Ayo ma," we say "Hey, young John, what's poppin', ma?" And I'm like, ain't nothing but the shit on the street corner popping. That's about it. What you want? What you mean, my nigga?
I've been using the word "goddammit" a lot, like an old nigga. They should be like, "Come here, goddammit." Like I've been having success.
Look, mine is, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That whatchamacallit. I'm like, I done got that from my grandparents and one of my best friends. You know that whatchamacallit, that thing.
Hey, so hey, he said, give me anything with a manual safety except a high point. How you feel about high points, man? Like, a lot of people be looking down. Them motherfuckers, look, man, it's been a lot of motherfuckers in the. I'm just gonna say this: high points are banned in Chicago. You can't even own the high point around this motherfucker.
Well, the high points are banned in a lot of places.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So people don't act like they're reliable guns. Shit, man, I don't know, man. Them motherfuckers bust a lot of motherfuckers, especially that 45. That 45 ATP blow. I don't care.
I mean, if you're not hitting shit with a 45, you don't need to be carrying a damn 45 in the first fucking place. That's what I'm saying. Just don't carry it. That's like.
People like if you're not like they jam. Like usually we know firearms jam when people don't take care of them. Like I believe it. Huh?
But they want something that can be accurate and on point at all times. When you pay, I understand that factor. Like when you pay for the money, yeah, you want something that can be accurate at all times. Because for me, I understood. I was in the Marine Corps. I had an M16. That shit can be ran through the mud, dirt, water, rinse it out with a water bottle, and it's going to still fire for me. You know, It may not be as accurate because there's probably mud down the damn muzzle, but if I clean it out with some water, it'll probably be all right. So that will get you in trouble with accuracy nowadays. You end yourself up in court.
A lot of times, these punks, if you have an encounter on the street, you gonna, especially these young punks, they gonna be running. They gonna be running behind themselves, shooting behind, running the other way anyway.
Look, I have seen numerous amount of videos between people shooting themselves in the hand, not realizing it was still loaded, taking a round and still having their finger on the trigger. And I'm like, what is the weapon safety rules? Did we forget all of them in the process? I mean, I know I was talking to the Marine Corps, but don't just go buy a gun. Because honestly,
Hey, my man, he drew the line in the sand right here. He said half points garbage. I don't know, bro.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
look. Y'all heard it
Thank
from Big
y'all.
Love Juice first. In 100 years, they gonna be like, man, high points is the shit. It's like AK-47s. Everybody, this thing gonna do the same thing.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. I'd rather have an AK-47 than a high point.
But what I'm saying is, it's gonna be the AK-47, the handguns. I'm telling you, you can run this motherfucker through the mud and it's gonna shoot. That high point gonna shoot.
Okay, but so is a Glock.
I don't know. I done seen a lot of Glocks jam.
Tap, rack, bang. Tap, rack, bang. That's what they used to tell us in Marine Corps. Tap, rack, bang.
Hey, really, all these guns do the same thing, in my opinion. Unless it's like a Sky. Like them Skies, man, them motherfuckers, now that's a garbage ass motherfucker.
I don't know why you buying something that says the word Sky.
I wouldn't buy no shit like that personally. I'm on my snobbish shit now. Now that we out of the pandemic purchases, I didn't trade it and gave away all.
Y'all done got y'all tax returns, your PPP loans. Y'all done got everything in the.
Hey, why you saying y'all? I ain't get none of that shit.
Look, y'all done got your tax returns, your PPP loans, and y'all done got y'all what is it? The supplement stimulus twice over. Y'all is well taken care of.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Yeah, that's a discriminatory term. Hey,
that's like saying to somebody we, and then saying to somebody you and that we shit.
Yeah.
No, y'all you and them we niggas.
Like everybody else. I feel cheated, goddammit. I should have straight finessed the government like everybody else, goddammit. I worked this.
Look, I asked for mine. I was like, everybody was getting a PPP loan. I was like, for what? You think they ain't gonna ask for it back?
Man. Well, when they get the PPP cases, they're like, "Get down with PPP." That's what the feds go.
And then they talk about 10 grand, and then the feds coming because you done spent 10 grand on getting you a Mercedes.
You a 07
Watch all them people.
375,000 miles on that motherfucker. Yeah,
but yeah, being in the military with a hype and talked of a hype on what fam. Hey fam, I finally made it on the road, but I made it peace. Okay.
Yeah, shout out to DG 47 Arms. That's what's up, big dog. He said, "Hey, listen, look. He said, I agree with Juice. The next go around, he rolling the dice on the real, bro. Hey, man, look." Next go round of this shit, because this only the story doesn't end. This like lamb.
Let me get my hand warm right quick.
I ain't never. I come on number 13 with chill funky ass.
Funky ass. Look.
I hope the PPP people give me 106,000.
I was like, y'all done got 3 different stimulus checks.
Speaking of funky ass. What's the most mustiest motherfucker you done smelled in the gym while you was working out? Come on.
Why would you ask me such a question?
I mean, it's a fucking motherfucker.
Talk about
I'm just gonna say this for the record.
In the gym. Where did you
that's at Chicago.
Question?
That's at Chicago. He agreed with me. Pound for pound, Chicago got the most funkiest goddamn women in the nation. Goddamn it, pound for pound.
I'm telling you, like, it's usually, and I will tell you this, it's a toss-up between funky women who don't know how to take care of their time of the month or Axe.
Oh,
which do you prefer?
They probably be spraying that thing with Axe shit.
Like, because sometimes the Axe is provided in the bathroom, and I'm like, so are feminine products. Can we use them? Like, I got one. I got you for you. Like, what are you?
Hey, but this my thing though. Why when a motherfucker be? But this my thing. Why when a motherfucker know they ass stank in the gym or they funky, they want to get extra with the squats and shit. Or now all of a sudden you want to show out on squat day, or you want to show out with the over your head.
Because no skipping leg day. Because no skipping leg day. They can't skip leg day. They got to make the booty games for the girls, so they going to still do them damn squats with they funky ass.
With your funky ass. Hey, look, Barbie, check this out. So it's a tradition we do on this show. And it go a little bit. Gershon do it a little better. I'm gonna try it. What would be your catchphrase if you ever had to pull out on somebody? Like,
Nah, I'm gonna ask you. So if you
answer.
ever
Go
got
Sean do it a little better. He a little more.
if it ever come a time where you gotta bust a cap in somebody's ass,
Yeah.
what's gonna be your phrase when you pull out
You
that
got the
pistol
right
and
one
you bust?
today, motherfucker.
You got the right one today.
In the Samuel L. Jackson voice, you got the right one today, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Hey, yeah,
I'm
Samuel
not
L.
Karen,
Cause
bitch.
Samuel
I'm
Jackson do
not
a lot of
Karen.
hollering. Oh, Parker.
Motherfucker.
Look. Let me tell you something right quick. Let me break it down to you. Let me tell you something right quick. Because my mother is 70 years old. She raised me on records and the 70s and the
Oh, shit.
60s. There
Like
is a
Dolomite and
bar.
shit like that.
There is a bar that she took me to because she works for the Liquor Board of Pennsylvania. There is a bar she took me to that's at 43rd and Market, as I remember, 42nd and Market. It's one of the two, and it's called HNIC. I had to ask her when I was younger what the hell HNIC stood for.
Damn.
Head nigga in charge. You know exactly what the hell it does. And they were with WDAS. They played music galore. They always had the parties, but that's what I was raised around. Like you just like the old school. You're not going to try me.
For
Like just
sure.
don't.
And we
And I
all
mean,
we all pretty much the same age group. I'm gonna be
yeah.
38 at the end of this month. So
I'll tell you this. When I first found out my mother actually had her CHL was because she went to work and she used to leave me at home. You know, everybody got left at home. Don't answer the door, whatever, eat your food, stay in the house. So I went in her room and laid on the pillow and I hit my head on the pillow and I'm like, what the hell? And I touched underneath of it because it was something hard I hit. Next thing I know, it was a Crown Royal bag. My mother has a silver revolver with a ivory handle, and it's in the Crown Royal bag up underneath the pillow. And I call her talking about, Mom, why is the gun out your nightstand? And she said, oh, because I thought I heard somebody hitting the floorboards walking in the house because we lived in a row home.
She was a straight gangster in the Crown Royal bag.
She in the Crown Royal bag, purple Crown Royal bag.
Pearl handle.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that gun for the life of me. It's a revolver and it's silver with a white ivory handle. I will never forget that. Because I took it out and I'm like,
it's probably like a Smith or something. You don't know what kind what brand it is?
I think it's a Smith. I think
probably
it's
a Smith for sure. Hey, Tack, what's up, big dog?
What's going on?
The hardest working man on YouTube, man. My man Tack, always at work, getting that motherfucking money. Hey, look, I'm representing the D tonight. Goddammit, you like that Tigers hat?
Yes, you already know grind time.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, man, you got something you want to chop it up with Savage Barbie about, man? You want to holler at her?
How long did you do the military?
I did the military 5 years. I got out in 2009.
Okay, cool. My mom is a 20-year vet. That's why I asked.
Thank you. Tell her thank you for her service.
I will. Thank you for your service.
Not a problem.
A lot of folks in here, there was in the military, ex-military. You know, man, we love our my brothers and sisters from the military, man. We try to let everybody know, man. Like, this nation really don't show a whole lot of love, man. We love y'all, man. Especially people.
I ask for my military discount everywhere I go. Look, y'all got military discount? Go ahead and take that off that bill right quick, because
you gotta have.
I have no shame.
You gotta have some perks for real, like hell, shit. Like I was talking to one of my guys at work. I told them really, like if you don't serve in the military, you really don't need to be in no leadership roles in government. Man.
Listen. This is something I talk about with my fiance, of that I literally feel the same way. And he's older than me by 15 years. So my thing is that we agree on that, everyone should at least serve 2 years in the military, period.
There's a lot of countries like that. I wouldn't mind.
Because at that point, you can get the discipline, you can get the mental fortitude, there's so many different benefits of what I think are missing with today's society of some of them, and even the older ones, they have adapted the newer ways of the newer younger crew. And I'm not sure where it was lost. Because like standing up for certain rights, being a gun bearer, why are you scared of a freaking gun?
I don't know. I don't even understand it. Yeah, you got to pull the trigger for the motherfucker to go boom.
There's one of my friends. Listen, there's one of my friends. She's Caucasian and she is a stud. And she's about 27, I think. And I said to her, she said, I really want you to take, she kept saying to me, I really want you to take me to the range. I really want you to take me to the range. I said, okay, great, fine. Like, when we going, you know? And she said, yeah, whenever. And I was like, okay, fine. But I said, why do you want to learn? And she said, I don't know. I just think it's advantageous to know how to shoot the gun. And I said, yeah, but you need to think about it like this.
Hold on. Fuck all that. Let's not act like you just didn't say advantageous. Big word.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. Do I need to break it down for you?
Please break that shit down. I don't even know how to
big word in the like
big word. Look. First of all, my mama sent my black ass to private school since I was in 2nd grade. Okay, so look, I'm gonna use a little big words from time to time. I'm a little educated.
Yeah, I bet you your ass used to get paddled all the time. I could tell your ass probably stayed in trouble.
I did. Because I was smart. I was smart, so I didn't really have to study for most things. And then when my mom seen me get like an 85, she's like, "What's the problem? Why didn't you get a 92?"
Damn, boy.
That's how my family was.
My mother was a teacher. Like, she wasn't that rough.
So you already know. My
mama watched Wild Wild Wednesday damn near every weekend. You on here? If my mama on here right now, you gave her life with that big ass word. She loved it. Advantageous. She loved it.
But no.
Hey, look what my nephew said. Hey, look what my nephew said. He said them SAT words.
That's them SAT words. Yes, it is. Yes, that is. It's one of them SAT words. So, man, you know, I
know she got a spelling bee trophy somewhere in her house.
Overachiever like a motherfucker. Hey,
so,
my mom,
I
was saying my mom was nice, man. Man, I miss my mama, bro. Yeah, this is a rough month.
But I'm telling you, it's what I have told people, and me and my, like I say, and me and my fiance have talked about from time to time again. And us, like right now, he's watching First 48, and we watch all these different shows of these people making dumb, stupid decisions. And even like with my friend, she's like, I just want to learn, but I don't want to own one. I said, at least you're on the verge of learning. Why? Because if someone like myself, that's a 2A person, that has a concealed carry, I'm in a grocery store, which now it happens even in churches too. Mm-hmm. You know, what if I get popped 2 shots because I missed on my first 2 to the person, which is rare. But, you know, I missed on my first 2 and I'm down on the ground, but my gun is next to me. You need to know how to pick that shit up and shoot the motherfucker before they're killing your girlfriend or your mom that's at this Walmart with you or whatever else. Like, I don't know where that ceased.
Well,
like the need for the education of that.
Good news is we got black women on board now. You know, back in the day, shit, like they're like, hell no, you can't bring no gun in my house. But man, I'm so glad to see so many sisters in this community.
My mother was always told to leave it at home. She was never allowed to take it to my grandparents' house. Ever.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It don't make sense though. Like, what the fuck?
My grandfather had a gun there, but my grandmother did not allow for her to ever bring her gun in the house. Like, it had to stay in the car or it had to stay at home.
Man, we changing the narrative on that. Every other nation of people believe it. I mean, especially here in America, we already know how the white folks is. Shit, they gonna fucking back guns. You know, man. Like, I'm honestly, man, I'm glad that wave changed. What the hell, bro? Oh, there she go.
Shut up.
Oh, you have to charge up?
Yeah. Okay. I've been using it all day, so it's kind of bad.
So, man,
That's,
yeah.
but yeah, I think it's advantageous of women, especially, to know
Yo, them
how
damn words
to fuck y'all. I
again.
think it's cognitively.
Hell
Y'all, man,
no.
big word. I think it's appropriate for these Black African American females, melaninated
Right.
females, period, to actually take the time out to go to a gun course. Period. Like, just learn it.
The
You ain't
dudes
got to
too,
own
shit.
one.
The dudes too. Everybody, I think everybody training is essential in our community, man. What the fuck? If you
Well,
don't
that's
really
half the
properly know how to
problem.
use it, what you gonna do with the motherfucker for real?
That's half the problem in our hoods. Our hoods, they give somebody a gun and think they supposed to know how to use it. No, he gonna shoot D-Ray from down the street, and the bullet gonna go way past what his target
Right.
was, because he don't know what the hell he doing with it.
Right. And then they shooting,
Then we over
look at the
here.
rounds they shooting. These motherfuckers shooting full metal jackets. And they really
Oh,
don't understand anything.
these motherfuckers shooting full clips with a
Yeah,
barrel and shit.
but fucking, I don't know, man. I ain't got the answers to that shit. But I say, I'm kind of conservative in nature. I know what we do to people when they
I
commit
mean,
crime.
but it's things like this that where people can feel the need to reach out and or educate themselves further. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take for you to see your own be educated and like, ooh, wait, let me have a gumption to actually let me get up and reach out, be like, hey, I want to do some, be accurate with my shit versus, oh, the round passed by so and so and it's gonna hit the 5-year-old down the street, and now we got to make a T-shirt and do a memorial.
make a
That shit get
motherfucker
old.
t-shirt. Yeah, that shit
Like
get old.
that should get old.
So we've been having these discussions over the last couple of weeks. We didn't have some real interesting stuff. There's been a lot of stuff going on as far as children getting shot and all kind of
Yep.
crazy shit. And I always say, and I might say it every fucking episode, like, man, we really need to take care of these gangbanging and these punk motherfuckers in our community for real. Like, that's gonna be the only way we really changed the narrative for real. Like, all these motherfuckers killing our people, like, that shit started home first, man. We really should be stringing them
Yeah.
motherfuckers up for real.
Look, my
Like,
mother told me, don't you touch my gun, otherwise I will beat your whole black ass. So,
man, but still, like,
like,
a lot of these folks ain't got mamas, or we got babies raising babies. It's a lot of problems in our
true,
community, and
true.
it's like last week or a couple of weeks before that, we were talking about how, like, even if the mother is school
This person
full
from
time,
Chicago said, in Chicago, it's like your ID. You don't leave home without a stick. Yeah, I
you
know.
got it. Man, shit, that's essential. Goddamn it, you
I
gotta
don't
have,
leave home
man.
without it at all. I mean,
Hell no.
even to that person, what Essex, Chicago, I'm not sure if they heard about it, but down here in Dallas, it's been over the summer, there were a lot of shootings going on of road rage on the highways. Like,
Yeah,
people were just literally having a road rage incident, and somebody would pull it out the window and pop.
man,
And you're like, wait, what?
that shit happened twice a day on our expressways in Chicago. They always shoot up the fucking expressways, morning and night. Like, they take that shit out to the E-way. Hellcats, 150 miles per hour, shooting at
Oh,
each
yeah.
other.
Yeah.
That shit fucking crazy. But that's
I was
that's
like
the
down the
world we
middle of
live in,
downtown. Like, what are we doing?
man. And Dallas, one of them up and coming cities. Like, I don't know. I think it's just a whole lot of stuff. It's just the nature of the music. All the kids want to gang bang and shit. Like, we get,
The kids
it's a
wanting to
lot of shit,
gangbang is no excuse. Home training starts at home.
man. But shit,
I mean, if you look at, like, if anybody that looks at my IG profile, I posted a reel of my son, and it's with my fiance's AR, and my Glock, and it's because he knows that I carry guns. He know both of his parents are both Marines. We're both retired, but he's like, he knows we carry guns. He knows he's not supposed to touch him. On
yeah,
Christmas Day, I was teaching him weapon safety with a Nerf gun. I said,
right.
tomorrow we will go to the range. approach, and I went through him drills in the mirror, like, hey, be in forward into your stance. Is she on IG? Yes, IFBB Pro _ Savage Barbie at Melanated High Princess.
And we gonna
I
throw
am
that
on
up
IG.
there. Hey, somebody throw that in the inbox for me. She said that shit lightning
Yes,
fast.
IFBB Pro _ Savage Barbie. Or if you just look
Hey,
up Savage Barbie, it'll probably come up.
I wonder should I be dirty and fuck with my supervisor and be like, hey, I'm down here by the dock door. I got a blind side now, but y'all said don't blind side me. Should I just drop the trailer right here and leave this bitch at the dock?
Yeah, I think
be
so.
mad as a motherfucker.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that just most, even with my son, like I took him to the range and everybody was like, was he nervous? I said the one part he got nervous behind was actually when he shot the AR. He forgot to put it on fire, and I taught him that at home. I taught him, if anything happens, it jams, whatever, take the weapon, place it down on the mat, walk away. I will step in and figure out what's wrong with it. Don't try to do it yourself.
Right.
I don't want him flagging nobody on the line or anything like that. So it's just about the education of it all. And honestly, it starts at home. There's some parents are like, oh, I don't want to do that because my child knows how to use a gun. No, you just have to be a strict enforcer of that. You don't touch that shit unless I'm present.
Unless I'm present, yeah. Well, my kids don't touch don't touch weapons. Hell, even my 4-year-old know not to touch it. So it is what it is. But I got them used to them. Like, I think when you take the curiosity out of stuff, usually the kids don't even pay no attention to it no more.
When you take the curiosity out, because my son, he is 13 and he is gifted program. So he thinks on the intelligence of a 15 and 16-year-old. So with him, I have to be careful. So emotionally, he's still his age, but intellectual wise, he's higher. So for, when we got home, even after the range, he after that incident happened, he just put it down and he was like, I'm just scared and I'm kind of embarrassed. I said, okay, we can go. And it was mainly because we were on the range, the same range that me and Garshawn were at. But there were people shooting ARs left and right. And now he's not in a video game.
Yeah, so it's
now live action. Yeah. And he had my ears on and it was live percussion back and forth. And it was just too much. So he went back to shooting my Glock. He said he was good with that. And then when we came home, we cleaned guns. You fire it, you gonna clean it too. Right. I'm not cleaning this shit by myself. And that was a part of it. Most people don't take, like you said, that curiosity out of it. Because once you take the curiosity and kind of educate your children and then give that stern and or firm encouragement of, hey, you better not touch it because you're going to get ass up in jail. You fuck around if you want to,
house if you want to, goddammit. That's what I be telling my son.
You can have fun, but it ain't gonna be pretty. Because I'm not look. When my mom used to tell me, I'm not coming to bail your ass out.
Yeah, that's what a lot of black mothers say, for real, man. Shit.
Yeah. I love you, but I'm gonna put money on your books, I guess.
Shout out to my mom. I know she would came and got my ass on.
Christopher Lewis said SAT fast.
I was my mother's favorite son too. Goddammit. I know she was coming with me.
Well, see, I was my mother's only child, and my family, they all have degrees. I'm actually, for the previous person that said SAT fast, yes, I got accepted to the Naval Academy and went there for a year, but I never decided to go to college for real. I got accepted to Howard. I just knew my calling was to go into the military. I knew I wasn't ready to continue school. I knew I would get there and the freedom of it would just let me goof off and I would waste money.
I'm glad you don't waste your parents' money. Like, that shit be some bullshit. I know. I got one of my kids, I know he ain't college material like a motherfucker. I'm like, we gonna have to get it out the mud, young nigga. You is not about to waste my money.
look, you gonna have to show up with a belt.
Realistic shit. I hope none of them don't go to college. Goddammit. Shit, it's a lot of shit. Like, I'm telling you, There's a lot of shit you can do without a college degree and make plenty of money. Shit, I'm a living testament, man. Shit,
There's plenty of things people can, and honestly, a college degree at this point is almost null and void with most jobs. You can have no college degree and get paid more sometimes in some jobs than most people who do have a college degree.
My nephew said that. He said college for the birds. Trust me, I know.
Yeah, my wife.
Look at
we know a woman, well, a friend of ours that went to college, and my wife probably going to make more than her, and she only been on her job for about 2 years, 3 years. Going to be up to close to $25 an hour, but she has no college degree. And the girl can't figure out why my wife is going to make that much money. My wife said, go to the job, learn the job. It's on the job training. Everybody thinks it's job book. You went to school, that's on the job training.
Yeah. I mean, I worked for L3, which is a company competitor to Raytheon, and I worked for their security. I mean, I was working as a satellite through a company that was a security company. They wanted to hire me directly for 6 figures. The only issue was I had to go for 2 weeks over to the sandbox with some IT something, top secret crap. But I still had my top security clearance. So they were like, oh, yeah, you can go with it. And I'm like, oh, I got 2 kids. I don't know if, at the time, my ex-husband, I was like, I don't think he's going to be up to all that, taking care of 2 kids by himself. So I never did it. But the opportunity was there, and I never had a college education.
Hey, see, look, she said, we still need teachers, doctors. You're right, doctors, lawyers, and accountant, teachers too, man. But they don't show the teachers no love. Ain't no fucking way I teach y'all
teachers
kids.
need to get paid more.
I want people to fuck y'all kids that be fucked
teachers
up.
Need to get paid more. Teachers got to be mentors, parents, brothers, sisters.
You ever see that movie Bad Teacher? I'd be that teacher to put on a movie and have my head down on the desk, sleep like a motherfucker, fuck with these kids.
I go to jail.
I've been popping shit out you.
You ever been shot?
Head down on the damn desk. Pop the shit out you.
That motherfucker sleep like a motherfucker.
Cause see, I was in Catholic private school. We still had the wooden paddle on the wall, or my ass was more afraid to get my mama called down from the school. No. Man. That's what I was afraid of.
The biggest thing was don't make me miss no money.
Man, bro.
My mom, she done come all the way down to the school just to come beat my ass because I wasn't paying attention.
Jack, what up, Bug Nation? What's up, big dog? Tackleberry Bug in the bill. Bug Pound.
Yeah, man, I can't never get that concept where you got kids in the house, but you don't want to let them see your gun. Like my son.
Because the curiosity is going to kill the cat, literally.
And I
literally is going to kill the cat.
So my son is 11, my daughter is 8. So when they were young, daughter used to always grab at my gun on my hip.
Okay. So I said,
take these bullets out, pull it in the clip in, and let them see how it feels. Nerf gun. I said, you see how heavy my gun is compared to yours? Mine needs to be played with, unless you're ready to use it and face the consequences at hand. I said, you don't put my gun.
And that's what I told mine. I said, I taught them weapon safety rules. Do not point anything you did not intend to shoot. Because once you pull, keep your finger straight and off the trigger. Because once you pull that mug, there is no going back. There's no reversal of time. Like you can't do it. It's not gonna happen. You can't blink. You can dream all you want to. You're gonna be still sitting in jail cell.
But this is the funny thing about it, Chad. The kids with this age and technology, they know everything. Like so. My 4-year-old daughter, for whatever reason, she's scared of coyotes. So
she's scared of coyotes.
I got to Chihuahua, and every time he come in the house, he be a little freaked out. She be like, "Man, Daddy, the coyote outside. Go get your gun and kill him." Like they understand. Like Shorty be wanting me to go outside.
She said, "Go get your gun and kill the coyote."
Kill him. Them exact words. Like I don't know if it's the name Coyote to freak out. But she fucking hate coyotes. I don't even think she even know how they look. But she understand the concept of me going to get my gun and going and handle business though, is what I'm saying. Like with this age and technology, the kids know. We be thinking they don't know shit.
Yeah, I mean, even with my younger son, he is about to be 9. And both of me and his dad were both in the Marine Corps. We used to fear our parents. These knuckleheads today don't have no respect for their parents. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Um,
Look
no,
what my
but
uncle
he
said
knows
right
about the,
next to about this. See, I told you,
yeah,
teaching is a really, really
but
tough
he
job. I did it
knows
for years.
my 9-year-old knows about the guns, and he knows don't shoot. And I mean, for me, like the person said, I was taught instruct the fear into your child to have the fear of you versus the fear of the cops, anybody. Like my mom used to say, "Oh, you want to call the cops? Call them. I hand you the phone." You know, like I'll call 911 for your ass. But it was different. And even with my 9-year-old, he knows don't if you care to live, don't touch it.
Yeah.
You know, like if
I
you
don't know.
care
I
to
think
live, because I at my hand, don't touch
so.
it.
What you think? What you think is a good age to get them started, like training and actually like getting to know about firearm safety and actually handling? What you think a good
My
age?
8-year-old, my 8-year-old per his father, he does let him shoot a bolt action rifle.
Mm,
So he takes him out to Oklahoma and they shoot at wild boar and at deer. So he is
okay.
actually weapon safety trained because his father was a military police officer. So he's well trained and versed as well as I am. So he makes sure that he knows, don't touch, respectful rules, all that. And even with my oldest son, his father's from New Jersey and I'm from Philly. So we on the same playing field when it comes to how we treat our children of home, uh, you know, home education, and knowing
Yeah.
that you just don't touch it. Like I love
Yeah.
you, but don't touch it
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
unless
That'd
you
be the
want to
main
die.
thing. Don't touch it without me being around. Like, but
Hmm.
you can't really have enough confidence in kids or whatever. But I like honestly, like my shorties don't even be paying attention to the motherfuckers. And like I still be like cautious and shit. Don't get me wrong, ain't like I'm gonna leave nothing loaded
Oh
around
no, no,
them,
no, no.
but like
Even when
they
the
don't
8-year-old's
trust.
around, I hide it. It's in my purse. Even when he's around me and my fiance, like we'll usually leave out. Like he has one on the counter right now. He usually has one on his nightstand, which is the other one. We put all them up, and it's purposely so that he's not aware of where exactly they are.
Mm.
On purpose. I mean, even when my son was here, my oldest son was here, he went into the closet. I told him to hang some of his clothes, and I forgot that the Benelli was standing up in the corner, but it's next to his vest, his old vest, and
Yeah.
it slid across the wall. And he was like, "You didn't tell me there was a whole shotgun in the closet." And I was like, "My bad,
We got hardwood
my bad."
floors. Hey, one day my Mossberg fell. That motherfucker scared the shit out of me. God damn it, that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And I mean, he said it just slid against the wall. Like he knew how to catch it and grab it by the barrel because he does play Call of Duty and other gun games. So
Yeah.
I mean, he knew exactly what it was, but he was just like, it just slid off the wall. He was like, I was afraid it would go off. I said, no, it can't go off just like that, you know. So it is all about education with the children. I just wish more adults, honestly, that do carry would take the time to legally do that and go to the range and train.
Hey, look what my man Camo Black. Shout out to my man Camo, man. He said if they train, like why hide it?
I mean, that's the point. If you're gonna have guns in the house, why hide them from your children? Eventually, they're going to see them. And then, by
Oh,
if you
no,
don't teach them, then once they get a hold to that gun, they're gonna either shoot themselves or shoot
because
somebody.
okay, I'll explain that with my kids. With my kids, they're allowed to touch the Nerf guns. You can touch
Right.
the Nerf gun all you want to, but if you want to touch my gun, ask me, and we can sit on the floor and have a whole education session.
Right.
But like you can dry fire all you want to, but you need to ask me first because I keep it around in the chamber at all times.
Yeah. And I carry that Springfield, that XDS mod too. Shit, ain't no safety on that motherfucker. So
No, there's
that's
no
Hey, drop
safety.
that link for Camo Black, man.
yeah. Hey, Camo, you gonna come up in here, big dog?
And then my other thing is too, like I explained to my kids about even with being in an apartment, if they did pick up the gun and they happen to not keep their finger straight off the trigger, that
Uh-huh.
there's people that live left and right. And I broke it down to them like, do you really want to kill someone else?
Yeah, for real.
And then that's when the wheels start turning in a child's head, like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So
For
that
real.
makes them kind of refrain from wanting to do that. I mean, everyone has their own approach, but that's just personally mine with my sons. I like to instill the fear and that they either ask me first, if anything, or ask me questions at first. I don't want them to just go pick it up being curious George on the way to go to the bathroom to piss. I just don't.
What's
Hey,
going on,
Bug,
bud?
Hold on.
Who
Oh
you
yeah,
trying to be sexy for, motherfucker? You
man.
all in the bed.
I'm
It,
sick,
it,
dog. Like
you
real
sick?
shit.
Oh,
I'm
he got
sick. Like
COVID. He
nah, I
got
don't
Oh,
got COVID.
COVID.
Hey,
I'm immune from COVID.
so Savage, Savage Barbie, this our other co-host. He late as fuck. The show almost over.
Man,
as
look,
But
usual.
look.
this is
I'm
Tackleberry
just
Bug,
saying,
Hey,
our
I
other
got
co-host.
things to do. We done been on this mug for like an hour and
I
a
get
quarter
it. I
minutes.
get it. Look,
Hold
y'all. I'm
on,
gonna
we
tell
gonna
y'all.
let you
Y'all
go,
niggas
Barbie.
can talk
Hold on.
forever.
I just want to
Hey,
say this.
Barbie,
Look,
ready to get up out of here.
look.
Camo, what's good with you, baby?
What's up with it, man?
Hey,
Man, chilling,
anyway,
big dog. How you doing, man?
I'm
y'all
I'm all
pause.
right.
The bug mics just
Hey,
talking.
brother, can
What's
I
up,
ask
Camo?
can I ask the lady? Hey,
You
what's
can
up,
you
Mister
you can wait a
Tackleberry
second.
Bug?
I was here first. Wait your
Y'all
turn.
gotta
Hey,
do it. Wait a second.
that's what you can do. Okay, but back to y'all, man. Dear me woke me up, man. I've been sick all day. Dear me woke me up and told me it was Wednesday. I forgot it was Wednesday, but I'm finna go to the
Okay.
hospital now. My stomach hurt, bro. Like it ain't no COVID. It's got to do with my sinus and my stomach hurt, bro.
Man, I
Okay.
hope I hope you
Doing
feel
good.
better, big bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I'm
Get
missing money.
better,
I'm
man.
supposed to be at work, dog. So you already know how that go, dog. Like I'm toe up. How you doing, Miss Lady? I didn't get your name.
Hello.
Yeah, you now.
Hey, that's
Good
Savage
Sunday.
Barbie.
Miss who?
You gotta go check out her Instagram, bro. I'm
I
telling
check
you,
it out.
bud.
All right, Camo, you go ahead, man. I was just tapping in, bro, because hey, show the love, bro. You know what I'm saying?
All
I
right, much
forgot today
love,
was
big
Wednesday,
dog.
but I'm gonna go to the hospital. I'll holler at y'all catch later, man.
Bug
Camo,
Nation
you
in
be
this
cool, man.
motherfucker.
Bug Nation
All
in here.
right,
Y'all
big
go check
dog.
me out. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so y'all go subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Look at some of them videos. I got videos lined up to drop all week. But I'm finna go, y'all. I feel like shit. Holla.
All right, big homie. We see you in a minute. And he said, "Hey, look at this motherfucker. $2 funny as shit. Talking
Now
about some
Bug
bug
got the
got the
cooties.
cootie.
See, everybody got the cooties.
Hey, Miss Lady. Uh,
Yes.
so I was listening. I've been listening to you guys for a while,
Hmm.
and I noticed that you served in the military. Thank you for your service. Thank you and
I'm
your
not a
husband.
soldier. I'm a Marine.
Uh,
Soldiers are in the Army.
wait, I said thank you for your service.
I appreciate the service.
All right, all right. So I have small children in my home, and
Hmm.
I train them on firearms. But
Okay.
one thing I do when I train, now I'm not going against what your standards are, but
Hmm.
when I train them, I get them used to seeing it.
Hmm.
I'm not going to use a training tool,
Hmm.
and then when we get home, hide the training tool and worry about them
Hmm.
going to the training tool. So how does that work? Because you got different people that's listening in, different people
Well,
from different walks of.
for me, my children know I either carry it on my appendix, which they have seen at all times, and or they know it's in my purse. For my fiance, he keeps his on the nightstand. So they see it. Now he has a secondary one that he carries with
Oh,
him
don't show
everywhere.
it. Don't show it. Don't show it. Don't show it.
That he
YouTube
carries
will
with
kick
him
us off this
everywhere.
motherfucker. We got you.
He
We
carries
got
with him
you.
everywhere. But that one stays away in his gym bag. For his, it stays on the nightstand. Mine just stays in my purse. That's because I just keep it in my purse. I don't lay it out on the countertop. But my children do know it's either in my appendix or in my purse.
So
I
what's the
mean,
difference from putting it on your countertop if they know the location of the firearm,
I just don't want them to pick it up and touch it.
but they know the location so they can
Yep.
retrieve it?
And I can also tackle the shit out of them before they get it out.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
what about if you're asleep? What if you are asleep?
If
What if
I'm
you
asleep,
have
it's at my bedside.
okay? So my thing is
And
this.
I'm saying I do sleep sensitively, but it is at my bedside. I don't leave it like normally I have my purse next to the couch. I'm not going to leave it out on the couch where they sleep at, where it's easily accessible. I will give you a scenario and a situation. My ex-husband cheated on me with a 17-year-old because he was a military recruiter. He
Oh
also
shit.
decided to almost, he also called a personal friend when I found him with her and said, oh, yeah, I should just fucking shoot her, right? So my son, my oldest son, was with me during Christmas. We go to pick up my youngest son, which he knows is his brother that he used to live with. Well, he doesn't like him either because he watched him put his hands on me before. And the nervous part of my oldest son, he said he did reach in my purse and put his hand on it because he does not trust my ex-husband for shit with my life.
Damn.
Yes, he knows where it is. Yes, he knows what it does. And yes, he knows he can put his hands on it at certain times, but he also appropriately knows when to use it.
From what I'm hearing, I'm sorry that you experienced that,
Yeah,
but
that's fucked up.
but what I'm hearing is a domestic situation that turn over to the kids, where the kids now experience it. It has nothing to do with the tool. The tool.
It has everything to do with the tool when he was a military police officer and always carried his
All
outside
right,
carry.
but the tool doesn't. The tool didn't walk up and say to you, "I'm going to cause harm to you or to your child." And it sounds like your son is a very intelligent young man,
Yeah.
and he knew. Now he, from what you tell me, my opinion, he was protecting his mother.
Yeah.
Okay, so in an event that his mother is harmed or somebody is trying to harm the mother, he know how to utilize the tool. But at
Yeah.
the same time, you are removing the tool because you like, I don't want him to touch it. But he was telling you, hey, mom, in a time of need, I got your back.
Because here's the thing, my son has his own AR.
Hold on, now you hiding the tool, but then he has an AR.
My own everyday carry stays in my purse. That's my pistol. He does have his own AR.
You are a great mother. You are a great
For
mother.
real.
I'm like, I mean, I understand leaving the tool, but I'm not going to always leave it out like it has to be a thing that's shown in boastfulness that it's there. He knows
But he has
exactly
his
where it
own
is.
one.
He knows exactly where it is. He knows how to use it, and that's all that needs to be known. But I don't have to lay it on the countertop while I'm cooking steak and mashed potatoes for dinner.
Shit, why not? God damn it, shit.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I mean, I don't even lay it on the counter for while I'm cooking steak and potatoes, but he knows if a certain person walks in my door, he knows I'm either going for the person. He knows where to go to in the room. It was the same way when I was in my house by myself, and I had a protective order over 500 yards, which don't mean crap. This is a piece of paper. He knew you take you and your brother. He knew it even if we were in Walmart and an event happened. He knew you put yourself and you put your brother between me and you, and you grab my belt loops because he knew at that point I would probably have to use my gun. He knew exactly where to go. I instructed him with that when he was 9.
Right.
So
Hey
he's
y'all,
been
I don't mean to
around.
cut y'all off, but we already done ran this show to an hour and 48 minutes, and we ain't took
Yeah.
another commercial break. Let's take a quick commercial break real quick, man.
I
Play that
wish my
Mama
mom
Tactical
bought me
Juice.
Hey,
an
Barbie, you
AR.
got some more time? Or you ready to kick it? You got some
I
more
have to
time for
take
us,
care of
Barbie?
people. I got to take care of people.
Okay. Man, it was so nice to meet you. Before
I
you
can
leave
come
out,
back
jump in
on.
the
Y'all can
chat.
have me back on.
Oh yeah, you fam now.
Yeah.
You officially wild
Hey,
wild with
you gotta
fam.
come back. Hey, before you jump out, jump in the chat. You might have to. I don't know if you can see the chat right now. You can't see it, right?
I can see. Well, I can see people
Okay.
as they comment.
Now, when you exit,
And then it
come back
shows me.
in. When you
No, I can
exit,
I
come
can
back
see the chat.
in. And this drop your Instagram up in there for the people that can go follow you on the gram.
Okay.
And we're gonna be looking for your YouTube channel real soon.
Hey, and after my
You can listen for my
homegirl
YouTube
fall
channel.
off, if y'all want to stay on for a little bit longer, man, we'll stay on a little bit longer with y'all, man, because we normally run 2 hours. But
Oh
my
yeah,
people gotta go, so if y'all want to stay on just a little bit longer, we'll stay on with y'all
yeah.
for sure. But we
Don't get
thank
off
all
there,
y'all for
Justin.
coming out messing with us for sure this week.
Man, for real. And Barbie, it's a pleasure meeting you, Savage Barbie, for real.
Can y'all
You
all see that? I just dropped it in the chat. I'm not sure if it's in the private chat or like
you
in the
put it in the
comments.
private chat. You gotta put it in the regular chat.
Okay.
I got you.
Hold
Look,
on.
what I'm gonna do is I see it now. I'm gonna drop it in the chat too.
Just drop it in copy.
I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
And I mean, like I say, there's no offense to everybody. I know everybody has their own tactics with their children because they're a household in their opinion. That's just the way I do mine. I don't want to present it as like, oh yeah, do it all the time, use it all the time, only because I want them to more learn the event of use it when it's necessary. Because
Well, yeah,
it
because I
shouldn't.
wear mine around the house, and when I go to bed, I put it on my dresser. My kids know where it's at, but I usually wear
Yeah,
mine around the house.
I mean,
Ma'am,
like my kids know mine stays in my purse. They know, like my son when we pulled up to go pick up his younger brother, my purse was in the floorboard of the passenger seat, and he's like, "Mom, I put my hands on it because," and he admitted to me, he's like, "Mom, I put my hands on it because I don't trust him still." And I said, "That's okay, but you know not to pull it out until a situation presents itself." And he was like, "Yes."
Right.
I said, "Okay."
Right.
It,
Right. And
it,
that's
and I
dope,
mean,
man. Like but at least he got the
yeah.
training, like in the discipline, and
Oh,
that's all
have
that
to.
count. Everybody do their house a little different, but it's a wave coming out. Let's face it, man. Black people in the 2A community, like we gonna start teaching our kids the right way. A lot of us have been, but like, more and more people, as we getting into it,
I mean,
our kids.
honestly, with my mother, she never taught me anything. I just
Yeah,
knew it was a revolver. Like I knew it had 6 rounds, your cock, a thingy, a pull. Like I knew that, but she never taught me about aiming anything until I got in the military. That's when
yeah,
I learned all of what everything was.
my mom didn't. But she didn't know what was
My
going on
mom's
upstairs with her sons, but
ex-army
she
and
wasn't
my
having it.
dad's ex-marine taught me how to shoot an AR-15. I'm glad they did.
Yeah,
I'm glad they did. Because in certain situations, like I told you about my friend, what are you to do if you got people rioting, whatever, somebody drops a weapon, please know how to pick up and what to do with the thing. Please.
yeah.
Semper
But man,
Fi, dudes.
man, Barbie, we know you got to go, man. Like I said, it was so nice to meet you. Make sure
Yeah.
you come back. Like Gershon said, G Family now. Like we on every
Oh
Wednesday, 8
yeah. He
p.m.
can he can add me in whenever.
Right, come holler at us. Even if you just want to jump, if you got something to do, you want to jump in the chat, rep for us. Let us know you're here. We appreciate your time tonight. It was nice meeting you.
SS Chicago says my grandson is 8. I'm taking him to the range next year. Please do that.
Yeah,
Because I took my oldest at 13 and I felt like I did it late. Because these kids nowadays, you have to understand, my 8-year-old, he plays what's that game? Roblox. Like, nah, there's too many shooting games nowadays for kids to learn and whatnot. The education has to be there and it has to start at home.
yep. Even like Fortnite and all that stuff like that. Like the
Oh yeah.
kids. They
I
my
grew up
son
on
play
pump
Fortnite all
shotgun,
night long.
Desert Eagle, 10 millimeter. Hey, I grew up on BB guns.
Right. Hey, but Dear Me from the country, like legit, he got land and everything. So he been hunting his whole life.
Yeah, obviously by
So
his name, Deer Meat. That makes sense.
Dear Me 2 times. He got a dope ass channel too. You might want to check bro out. He on a lot of people in here on YouTube, and a lot of people get some real
Okay.
dope channels and content. So
But yeah,
it's
y'all
the
can
whole
have me back next Wednesday and we can check in. Hell, I'll bring on my fiance and we can both talk story.
right, for sure. All right, well, shit. Like I said, it was nice to meet you. And like
Nice to meet you
gonna
guys
run a
too.
couple. Yep. All right. Hey, yeah. So
Bye, guys.
All right, sis.
Man, that was pretty dope, right? I'm gonna run. Y'all want to stay on a little bit longer or what?
Yeah, do it a little
Yeah,
bit longer, Juice.
let's go a
Okay.
little bit longer.
And so I'm gonna drop a let me drop another
Ha ha! That's what she said. God damn it.
that's what she said. I'm gonna play my man my main man $2. I still ain't put the new commercial up. Don't whoop my ass. But goddamn it, we still got the old one up. So we gonna run that one. We'll be right back. Wild Wednesday, everybody.
Yo, what it do? It's your dude $2 just coming at y'all with some of the info on my Del Course flavor. All right, I got drip sauces, which is my barbecue sauces, and I got the world famous 3D seasoning. On the 3D seasoning, it's a low sodium Louisiana flavor. I got 3 versions of that. There's the red top, that's the hot, the extra heat. I got the black top, is the mild, and I got the white top is a no salt, so no salt at all. All of them are low sodium. I also have a yellow top, which is your Tex-Mex. That's for you like tacos, fajitas, you know, that Southwest kind of Mexico, Texas flavor stuff. And I got a few videos that I did with it and a few pictures and stuff that I'm gonna show y'all. So it's gonna be crawfish etouffee, some gumbo, what else I had, some French toast, probably some scrambled eggs. All you gotta do is just use that one bottle, whatever flavor you want, bro. Everything is in there. You won't need nothing else. I mean, people all over the world getting it. It's coast to coast. Got some in Mexico, sent some over to Saudi Arabia, Canada, and Colombia, South America. So y'all check it out, bro. Holla at your dude, man. Get y'all some 3D, get y'all some drip. I mean, people are loving it. And you will too once you get it. Holla at your dude. $2. Check it out. See what I got for you. Check it out, cuz. Got it going on up here. Got that seafood gumbo hooked up. Got me some crawfish, some crab meat, some shrimp, turkey sausage, chicken. Hooking it up. Got that 3D seasoning. I know you heard about that already, that 3D seasoning that I'm hooking up. Yeah, your cousin got that, bro. I'm doing that thing for you. There it is. They call your cousin $2. That's the man with the 3D. All right, y'all done checked out the product, so go on and mess with your dude, man. I got it all for you. All you gotta do is you can inbox me on IG at Mr. $2, or you can go on the website at www.delcourseflavor.com, and I'll get it out to you. The easiest way, inbox, Cash App, or Zelle. That way it comes straight to me. So appreciate y'all, love y'all, thank y'all for all the support and everything. You do, $2.
It's $2. he put $2 up at the end of the motherfucker. Shout out to my man $2 with that 3D sauce. That drip as well. He said, Juicy Gershon, send me y'all addresses. Hell yeah, I'm gonna send you my address, big dog. I'm gonna sprinkle some of them $2. Hey, it's funny. I've been working next to a truck stop all week, man. The lot lizard game is off the chain, bro. I gotta say, I be seeing them jump in and out of trucks all week, bro. Man. Hey, Camo, you still on?
Yes, sir. Just wait on you guys.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we back live, man. What's been going on, big fella?
Oh man, nothing, man. Just out here training and getting my reps in and trying to improve myself.
Yes, sir. So do you do any private sessions or I seen a video with you where you was up there with Bug and not was you up there with Bug and Alonzo them the other day?
Oh yes, yes, I had a
Right.
pleasure. All those gentlemen, man, dude, it was a great time. Uh, it was just great, but at the same time, it was one of those things where, dude, everybody was doing their deal. They was doing their deal, and I'm glad to see that all the gentlemen are going into. They are elevating what they want to do with a firearm versus just say, you know, get a heavy round clip. Uh, I don't like to say clip. I like to say magazines, but utilizing your tools properly. And Tackleberry Bug, we talk. Man, I know a lot of people don't see him in reality, but the dude is a great man. He's a great guy to talk to. Like
Yeah.
that's the guy you want on your team to talk to.
Man, Bug definitely our partner, man. Like he just like it like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? It's layers to him, you know what I mean? So man, like I said, he our partner, man. That's our brother, man. Man, and really anybody who really take the time out to get to know him, man, they everybody feel the same way about Bug. So,
Yeah, yeah,
he got a lot
Bug.
of knowledge. He real passionate about this two-way about the community, man. And man, he out here doing some good stuff, man. He got a lot of people he take care of too. So that's what it's about, man. Yeah, and I understand everybody ain't for everybody, man, but that's our partner though, man. Bug Nation for real.
Good person.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, so the things that I do, uh, I'm not the best of the best. I'm not nowhere trying to claim the best. But my thing is, when I practice and Mr. Gershon see me, and him and I spoke, my thing is this. I practice to make the hit. I don't know if I'm going to be walking out the grocery store and somebody runs up. I'm not going to take a chance with you. I'm not going to beg for my life. If we got to engage, we are going to engage to end threat. That's it. I don't care if your kids with you. I don't care if your girlfriend with you. If you're engaging in me in a threatened manner, my job is to protect my life, preserve my liberties.
Yeah.
So that's what we train for. Now, some people don't like it. Some people think it's conspiracy theory, but I dedicated my life to training, train. Whatever I buy has a purpose. Like in that video, I have the SCAR 17S.
Mm.
The guy like, hey man, would you run around with the SCAR 17S? No, I would not. But if I have to be in a situation where I have to fortify my family, the first thing I'm grabbing is a piston-driven firearm.
Mm.
You come through the door, we're going to let it go. And when we let it rip, not our problem. Talk to Jesus about your situation.
For real. To the upper room they go. I feel the same way, man. Anybody that invade my space or the privacy of my home, man, I gotta send them. I gotta send them home. Fuck that.
Yeah. So I seen Gershon was talking about. Gershon brought up a lot of great things about the holsters.
Uh-huh.
Now that's what we train to as well. We train on the holsters, how to retrieve, how to. If you are in a situation, what kind of clothing? I like how he brought it up about his fashion. A lot of people didn't realize he was giving them key points on fashion. He was telling you from his fashion standpoint. But as many times I've been to the range where I see a guy walk up, they got skinny jeans on, the firearm is in their pocket, no holster, no nothing. And they tell me, oh man, I'll draw up on the guy. Now we don't point firearms to each other, never. But I ask them, hey man, look at the target, act as if the target was a human being. That target is pulling out a firearm. It's going to pull one. Pull yours. And I watched them time and time again. The firearm gets snatched. The handguard get caught on the jeans pocket. And then they say, hey, man, let me do it again. I'm like, you dead. Ain't no do-overs.
No, not at all. And that shit is dumb as shit to pocket carry, man. Like, I don't, like, man, who? That not only dangerous.
That video? And I just found out that young lady that got her gun snatched, she was an actual NYPD officer.
Well, here go the thing. We put too much on titles. Just because you're an officer doesn't mean that you're well trained.
That's
you
true.
Could become the lady. I watched the video too, brother. Thank you for bringing that up.
That motherfucker probably worked at Aldi's before she was a goddamn police officer.
She did two things wrong, in my opinion. Number one, she didn't understand her holster. Number two, she didn't have a lock and retention. Number three, she didn't have her retention set properly. Number four, she bent over, allow her handguard, the firearm, to be exposed. Number five, situation awareness. Number six, when situation awareness failed and you felt contact on body to body, she did not protect the firearm. She was more worried, from what I seen in the video, of overpowering the assailant.
Right.
The video plays on. Now, some people if Mr. Gershon would chime in, some people like appendix, some people like side carries, out of the waistband, in the waistband. Everybody got their preference because everybody has their strength. So I'm not knocking any. I wear out of the waistband, in the waistband, in appendix. I won't do shoulder. I'm just not a fan of shoulder. But it happens. But I'm not going to knock her for that because it was a learning experience. Thank God that she still has her life.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to firearms, let me ask you something. How many countless videos you seen people with firearms get gunned down? If you don't train, you ain't ready for it.
Yeah. A lot of people get them camo and be thinking like, I guess in their head they play it out like, man, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, man. But fuck.
And the same reality is you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, a lot of motherfuckers ain't even on fucking pull it, let alone fucking be able to put it on fucking target, man. And I guess they use them as a scaring device, like, oh shit, I got this gun, like a real live motherfucker gonna get on your ass, bro. It don't matter if you got a gun or not, they on your ass, man. You got to be prepared for any and everything.
I'm glad you brought that up. Like this weekend in Houston, an 8-year-old daughter was shot in the head because the guy was getting robbed at ATM.
Damn.
He purchased a firearm. Now, he didn't mean to shoot her. He was shooting the guy. He was shooting at the guy that was trying to rob him. But he didn't know how to fucking shoot. He shot into the street, and the bullet traveled, and it traveled into the back of a pickup, and it struck a 8-year-old in the back of the head.
Damn.
And these are the things. Now, I hear the people say pocket carry. All right, I'm going to tell you something about a pocket carry. Let's play this scenario out. Let's say it like this. You in a safe range, safe environment. You looking at the target. Let's say the target has to draw down on you. Target has drawdown. Target said, empty everything out your pocket. You pull out a firearm. Target shoots you 5 times. Face. Not chest, face. So you going to keep on carrying your goddamn pocket. Let's say you got on skinny jeans. Let's say you got on some jeans that has a lot of pockets. Let's say you have a jeans on that's cotton. You don't know. Now, people will say, hey, man, appendix. Okay, then, appendix. I empty my pockets. I put my hands up. It's how you train.
Mhm.
You gotta trade. People don't say, "Oh man, you're not John Wick." It's not about being John Wick. In a situation, usually the gun battle only lasts a couple of seconds because people do not want to get into a 30-minute gun battle.
Hell no. That shit only a couple of seconds. Shit, usually. And how many rounds? Statistically, 3 rounds fired.
Yeah, and even if you get into a 30-minute gun battle, how many rounds are gonna be fired accurately, and how many rounds are just gonna be wasted? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like the
always a sad situation when a kid get
I
killed.
tell a lot of people, bro,
Man,
like if I was in a gun battle, you know, if I had a chance, like not to go.
man. We can't hear you, shit. Yeah, he'll have to come back in. I know his earbuds was giving him some trouble.
But see,
But
when they running away at that point, if you ain't lost your life, he should have let that
Yeah,
go.
my bad. But like if I had my bad, bro. But if I had it my way, I would try to get set up properly first, bro, before I engage in somebody. Like if you know, and Camo taught me that too, which I already knew that. But the main thing when you encounter somebody is to create this. You know, like Camo taught me, and it made sense when he broke it down to me. Most motherfuckers think that they dominant when they close in on you, but you really the more dominant person once you create that distance. So me personally, if I can, the main thing I try to do is create that distance between me and that person that's trying to attack me.
yeah. Yeah, I agree. I agree with Gershon. Shit, a lot of motherfuckers can't shoot outside of 10 yards anyway.
well,
But that's when the other problems start. This gun, this shells go. I mean, bullets going everywhere, man. Like,
well, it depends. All right, so bullets when it comes down to firearm, you be in a hyper state. I tell people go and run. Like I did one thing on Instagram, right? I literally ran and I shot 200 yards with magnified, non-magnified. Hit target on target. Target is probably 10 inches by 5, 10 by 5, 200 yards away. Now, when I get up close, I want to keep my groupings small. I want to keep my groupings less than half of an inch because as more distance is created, the inch is going to increase if I'm not proficient. And then I got to work on quick draw, appendix draw. I tell people, man, just be honest with yourself. It's not about being John Wick. Nobody is perfect. I'm not even perfect. But understanding your abilities.
right.
And that's what it's all about. Nobody is not a one standard. It's about each and every individual knowing their abilities. Because it's sad when you see men protecting their wives gunned down, women protecting their husband gunned down. It's a video right now of a robbery in a jewelry store. The robber came in, shot the husband 4 times in the back. Wife goes to protect the husband. The people that are doing the robbery shoot the wife twice in the face. Now she's still alive. She lays on top of her husband to make sure he's all right. They robbed the jewelry store. They come through, shot her twice in the head.
So they just came in, this guns blazing, bro.
Oh yeah, they came in to show their dominance.
Damn, bro.
Don't mess around, or you're gonna fuck around and find out.
For real, bro. So it's just better just to be prepared, like in every
Yes.
situation. Just fuck it. Like I look at it like this, because I do a lot of I work in Illinois a lot, and that be in the back of my mind, having my shit from Indiana and something go down in Illinois. Like, but I had to put it in my mind, like that's the last thing I'm worried about. My main thing is fucking living the fight another day. I don't give a fuck about their laws. God damn it. man, these motherfuckers over here killing people left and right. And fuck, like I can't, play the games with the politics or whatever like that, man, when it come to my life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. And this is the thing about us. It's a lot of us that's getting the 2A community amongst us has grown. It has grown. We are the biggest consumer right now. This is what we need to know for the record. We set the record. African Americans has set the record for the fucking world. They are literally saying African American men and women are over gun sales.
right.
They literally said it. They got the proof. And we are sitting here saying, well, man, guess what? All right, we're behind the 8 ball, but it's not a problem. One thing about us, we adapt and we adjust.
And what's crazy about it, we usually be better at the shit too. That's the thing I'm waiting on. Like we usually fucking conquer everything that we put our minds to as a community. We usually fucking be real good at the shit. So man, watch out, America.
Well, man, here go the thing, man. When I first got into firearms, when I was an adult, I heard people saying it. I used to be the Glock guy. My first firearm, well, not the first. My first high end was a Glock. Love Glock. But then I had to start understanding, okay, what type of operator do I want to be? I'm not military. I'm not police. I'm not law enforcement, which is the same thing. But I wanted to know what operator would I be in a situation? Would I be the operator to engage? Would I be the operator to be long range to mid range? Or would I be the operator to be long range and precision and not engage? You got to know what you want to be. Then you got to look at your family. All right, if somebody should break into your home, what type of guy are you wanting to be? And what type of firearm? Because you got to keep in mind, the bad guys, if they broke your door, all bets are off.
Yeah, they cross that threshold.
Yeah, that's done. You want to be a guy to say, hey, man, I'm going to shoot an AR. Okay, then you shooting an AR. That's not a problem because they have hollow points for ARs. Will not over penetrate. But if you the guy that got the AR with the green tips or armor piercing, so-called, AKA armor piercing,
right?
Now you got to worry about your neighbors. And what if your neighbor has a daughter? Now, if you a guy with a shotgun, you're going to shoot him with a 9-pellet double-R buck or a slug, or if you have a pistol, you got to know who you are. Because I tell you right now, I'm grabbing the goddamn 308. We gonna let it rain.
You grabbing the 308?
I don't want you to live, man. You already crossed the threshold. You already told me you're gonna kill me. Let me take you to Jesus faster. Maybe you send me a prayer, Dad.
He'll send him to baby Jesus.
Yeah, man, I'm sending them. I ain't got time to play with you. Take them to church.
Come on, I'm gonna bird shot the shit out of motherfucker.
I ain't bird shot. Why you bird shot? You should just grab a BB gun and shot it 100 times.
Hey, I'm bullshitting. Look, I promise you, I'm a double-out bunker, bro. That shockwave is my best friend.
There you go, man.
Ass, bro. Fuck that. I really don't, because I think about all that stuff, like shooting the AK, shooting the AR in the crib. It's just. Just thinking about my house, I see how it was designed, and 9 out of 10, my family gonna be behind me if a motherfucker come through any of our doors. So,
yeah,
like I said, double-out bunking the shit out there.
Well, one guy asked in the comment section, he said 308, really? I said, yeah.
Right, that's what I said, big he said, damn,
I'm thinking worse or the worst. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna give my rational, just only me. Nowadays, criminals wear bulletproof vests.
Yeah, for real.
I cannot take a chance with my wife or my daughter shooting you with a 45 or a 9 mil or a 5.56 hollow point or a 300 blackout, and it's not stopping it. If the 308 don't penetrate it, at least it knocked your ass down. And if I notice that you still moving when you got knocked down, it's time for me to take you to church. That's it. I'm not
Right.
underestimating any criminal. Period. I'm not underestimating.
Thank you, baby. Appreciate it. Yeah, I feel you. I don't even have a 308, man. I really want one. I got AKs and shit like that, but I definitely want that 308, man. I think I'm gonna invest in one. I've been kind of getting a little bit gun snobby-ish. Oh, so Camo, let me ask you this, man. You mentioned that you buy or like you'll carry, it suits you. What do you carry right now? Like EDC.
Carry Springfield's TRPs.
Okay.
So I carry it chambered in 45. I usually carry a 45 TRP or my 10 millimeter TRP.
Okay.
I'm gonna carry something. So 9 millimeter is out the question. I would carry a 10 millimeter, 1911. I'm gonna do it in 10 rounds, or I carry a 45 TRP. Both of them 10 mil and 45 is going to be a bull barrel. And I do not do optics ready because I like the iron sights.
Okay.
Where I look, it goes. I don't need to focus on anything else, because if it's going to be close combat, you're not going to have time to aim with with an optic. You just got to know your firearm. You got to know yourself in that iron. And when you press trigger, I am a big advocate on light press triggers. So some people don't like 2.5 to 3 pounds to 2.5. A lot of people don't like it, and I respect a lot of people that doesn't like it. I do single stage, 2.5 pound, let it rip.
That's a whole lot of gun. The last time when we had you on, you were saying that you like, some people don't care for carrying 1911s. You said you don't give a fuck. Shit, you would carry 1911, and you just confirmed it. You said shit, you carry whatever. Fuck, carry whatever you want.
I am a 1911 diehard. 1911 has been proven. I have all types of firearms, but the 1911 3-pound trigger, single stage, drop hammer, go. We done. We don't need to do no cocking. If it get a jam, all right, you could undo it quickly, I would say. Single stage, 3 pounds. If I don't care if you stressed it out, you're tight grouping where you look, gun should go. Send that motherfucker. I don't need to do all this optics. The optic stuff is just my Gucci guns.
Right.
If I want to get Gucci, going to the range and show you some fine, like, some John Wick shit, all right, we get Gucci. But if it's a life and death situation for my wife or myself or my daughter, I need something to hit you dead on. And I'm not playing with you.
Man, that fucking 10 millimeter. That sounds like so. And we having a lot of mixed opinions about that round in particular, that 10 millimeter, man. So you approve of it, huh?
Yes. So with the 10 mil, it's depending on what you are wanting. If you have that 10 mil, is a wonderful round if it's set up correctly with the proper tool. Meaning, just because the gun said 10 mil, like I shot Mr. Mil Spec J. He has a SW 10 mil. I told him, it's on video. That's a sharp shoot. That motherfucker shoots softly. Great, great, great setup. Great setup. I think that Smith and Wesson is giving y'all too much gun for less money. That damn thing is beautiful.
Man, you talk about that new Smith and Wesson that just dropped.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, that the trigger is nice. Everything is perfect for EDC. Now, when guys start talking about other guns, I shot other guns 10 mil, and I say it was trash. I'm gonna be honest with you. Your trigger pull is too damn long. The damn gun is flopping all over the place. The recoil, do sight alignment. It just takes too much. In a scary situation where you cannot predict how you're going to act, you need a firearm to calm you down. That's why I like 1911s. 1911, when you grab it, it gives you confidence. It tells you, hey, I got you.
Man,
there you go.
He ain't never fucking lying, man. Anybody ever hold a motherfucking 1911? Like, you be like, damn, like, shit. But you the first person I ever heard, like, say you carry the motherfucker, man. I you know what? I'm thinking about grabbing one, man, and I'm gonna carry that motherfucker. I think I'm a big enough guy to carry it and conceal it. Man, I think I want to get one. It's a lot of shit that I want, man.
I'm gonna get it, brother. Hey, man, I'll tell you something, man. I'm shorter than I probably. Mr. Gershon, see me, man. I'm short as shit. I'm short. I carry full size. I don't carry commander. I carry full size. I carry full size with bull barrel. And then I carry with an extra magazine, couple magazines.
Damn.
And you would
I
never
gave a full size gun a chance on me because the compacts stick out on me. It's just maybe the way I'm wearing them or whatnot.
Mr. 𝑰𝑭𝑩𝑩 454, the SIG. I do have I have the TAC Ops 45. I have the TAC Ops SIG 10 mil. Have both of them. And I will say this, the SIG, if you want to get into 1911s at a affordable price, the TAC Ops is a beautiful and well-built firearm. You could achieve 2.5 pound pressure pull trigger press on a TAC Ops. It already had serrations on the front, have serrations on the rear, of course. The damn thing performing is a workhorse. Now you start getting a 1913 undercut slide where now you can put a light on. Now you're going to get a little bit heavier. But the SIG is a true proven. It's proven. I have both of them. I have that Springfield, the SIGs. I have SIGs in both calibers. That is an amazing piece. And it's affordable. When I say affordable versus you going and spending $3,000, $2,500, $2,100, you get a SIG. Yeah, change your motherfucking mind.
Yeah, I definitely. Somebody asked me if I get my SIG yet, then it's on the way. Goddamn. Yeah, I always wanted one of them P320s, full size. Yeah, I looked at a compact the other day. I'm like, I don't know. I really want the full size one.
Yeah, I got a P320, but it ain't full size.
Oh, you got the compact one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Always remember, shorter barrel is going to give you more recoil.
Yeah.
In a situation, every operator knows their purpose, right? So when you want to go to, okay, I want to shoot and have fun, the para ordnance is a great 1911. You just tune it to you. You tune the firearm to you. Like for instance, I'm cross-eye dominant, meaning I'm right hand, left eye. So I have to learn how to shoot with my left hand and my right hand. So when you go and train, you just, you perfecting yourself. We go out here and we buy stuff and we try it and we realize, hey man, it doesn't work for me. There's nothing wrong with that. You elevate it. When you commit to yourself that, you know what, this doesn't work for me. Doesn't mean that you failed, that you're a dummy or anything. It's just something new. Like, okay, I realize this red dot doesn't give me enough eye relief. Or this trigger press is too heavy. Or the reset. Now, when you know a reset is heavy, you go to a range by yourself. If your finger comes off of the trigger, that means the damn trigger is too heavy. You need to ride that motherfucker like a merry-go-round. Your finger never comes off the trigger until you're ready to disengage. Your finger should not come off the trigger because you pressed it and you released it. Now you're getting ready to press it again. An 8-pound, a 5-pound, or a 6-pound trigger. And then the reset. Let that motherfucker ride back forward. Then you press it back. Let it ride back forward. Then you press it back. It's an amazing thing. A lot of people that shoot right now are great shooters, but they haven't been set up to understand how great they are.
Right. Yeah. It's like with anything, the time. I need to get my ass out to the range.
It's a long night. Long night, bro.
You just got a long night going. It's raining out there on you.
Hold on.
Oh, Gershon. Man, bro ass be out there trying to get his paper. I feel him for real. But man, y'all, I'm looking at the comments, man. There's a lot of guys fucking with that 1911, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't know, is that true? He said you want to shoot 15 yards, you pay this for 1911. He said, I don't know, man.
Long night.
What's going on?
Telling you, man, motherfuckers will make your job so hard, bro. That trucking shit. The trucking shit crazy, man. Motherfuckers don't know how to drive. They drive all crazy. Motherfuckers about to kill you. I ain't even tell you what happened today, boy. When I got off the phone with you, I was in between the trailers trying to swim. I was telling you, if you park the trailer right and you in between two trailers, you can open your door.
Right.
So shit, I'm parked in between two trailers because we have to tie our doors down with wire when you open the door. So I'm in between the two doors. I'm in between the two trailers. I'm opening up the door, tying it down with wire. My coworker didn't even see me back there. He done got up under the trailer that I'm beside and crushed my motherfucking hand in between. Boy, I holler like a catfish at a fish fry, boy.
Man, bro, that's the scary shit to be in between them trailers, bro.
Bro, that shit hurt so bad, I forgot my microphone was on my chest. I could have hit the microphone and screamed on that bitch, but man, the pain was so crazy. I was like, God damn, bro. He was like, man, my bad. I ain't even
how he didn't know you was back there and he seen your fucking truck hooked up to the other trailer.
Bro, without me being in the truck, that was crazy. And I'm like, bro, this shit so motherfucking dangerous because motherfuckers be zipping and zooming. And I'm like, bro, I know we make good money out this bitch. I know we make good money. But bro, you getting paid by the hour, not by the motherfucking trailer, bro.
Slow the fuck down.
You slow your ass down, bro, before you fuck around and because if you hit
somebody
the
out
right
there
way,
gonna be killed, man.
Hey, you hit the right way, Gershon. They ain't gonna be all on the side of these motherfucking trailers out this bitch, boy. I'm telling you, I'm gonna own some shit in a minute. If they don't kill me first. And then what was so crazy, the motherfucker crushed my shooting hand.
So your shit hurt?
My shit still thriving now, but I ain't even reported or nothing because I'm like, I don't want to get him fucked up or nothing. I'm just trying to see how it's gonna be. Ain't break nothing though.
Fuck all that shit. They
Then,
out
bro.
there trying to take you out in that fucking yard.
Man,
Oh,
for real.
damn, bro. AJ, and he is left-handed.
Hey,
Wild Williams. Wild Williams
yeah,
said you
shit,
better train with that left shit. That's the hand you shoot with.
I am left-handed. Hey,
You better train with that right.
I've been trying.
Shit, I'm pretty even-handed, so I'm left eye dominant too. So a lot of times when I'm at the range, I always practice with my left hand.
I'm finna start shooting with my right hand because I'm right eye dominant, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finna start training with my right hand. I'm gonna have to soak my shit in some ice, bro. It hurt like right in the palm of my hand, bro. Up under the knuckle.
Damn. Look all that shit, bro. So we get 1911.
Hey.
All right, John, shit. Like, we had 2.5 hours. I think it's about time we get the fuck up off this motherfucker. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. Camo Black, man, like always, man. It was a pleasure talking to you, my nigga.
Man, thank you.
We appreciate everything, big dog.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through tonight, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Skilly, much love to you, big dog. Appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes,
and we'll let this try and get back to work for the motherfucking people kill them up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right,
yep. All right, everybody. Wild Wednesday, everybody, man. We'll see it. We'll check y'all out next week. Anything else you want to say, Gershon?
No, I'm good, man. Y'all make sure y'all wipe y'all punk asses, man.
Yeah.
and hydrate out there. Stay safe, stay dangerous, man.
While we wait, hydrate. God damn it. All right, see y'all next week.
Yes, sir.